What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome. Welcome. You've got mail. Welcome to the den. I am corny as shit, but I love it. Anyway, welcome to the den, man. I'm glad that you could join us this evening. I am your host, Ed Honcho. It is an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to get to have these conversations with you guys each and every night. And I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you could join us. I will be issuing the early bird pistachio shortly. So we're going to talk about this guy right here, Colin Kaepernick, and what he's got going on. And yes, I know I got a do-rag. Go look. I only get ratchet on the streams whenever. I need to get a new do-rag. What's going on right here? What is this? What is this little holy do-rag? See, that's why we got to reach the donation goal so I can get better do-rags. No, I'm fresh up out the shop, so I can't get too fuzzy yet. Just like a female, that's terrible. Anyway, we're going to talk about Colin Kaepernick. We're going to talk about what happened with the whole Colin Kaepernick workout. And I know I said yesterday we were going to talk about epigenetics today, but just the way this thing happened and what's going on, this is just something we need to talk about because I think it can be parlayed into a lot of different things, right? And so we're going to see who we have joining us today, and then we're going to get into some good conversation. Make sure you're following the Den on all the proper social media. I guess it would help if I showed you the proper social medias, right? So let's do that. And while you look at these social medias, you know, the Grams, the Twitters, and the Facebook page, all the information you need to know is in the description down below. But you can follow Ed Honcho on Instagram and Twitter. I don't use the Den Show Live ones anymore. I only use Ed Honcho on these two. And then you can follow Den Show Live, or you can go to the Den Show Live Facebook page. And you can join the Den Show Live Facebook group. All the links, like I said, should be in the description. If not, well, I apologize. So, this nigga DeMarc said this could be like a Mike Vick comeback. Oh, nigga, please. Let's see who we got joining us, man. Let's get into some good conversation tonight. Make sure you're in the live chat, top chat. Top chat. They give you fake Popeye sandwiches in the top chat. Let's see. I see INF. I see DK. I know Rashida. I know 335 is in the building. I know Culture's in the building. For some reason, when I switched it over, it reset. You know who all was in here. But Sweetberry, Keishawn the Bank. C. Make sure I'm saying that right. Dakota in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Dita Gamma, Brenda Williams. Leave Roman's daddy alone, Brenda. What's the motherfucking deal? How are you doing this evening, Miss Brenda? Let me see. I said INF in the building. Miss Bell in the building. Let's see. Crass and Heartless. What's the motherfucking deal? Ronald Ashley Isley. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Man up in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Jackie, how are you doing this evening? What's the motherfucking deal? Broderick in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Lockwood, what's the motherfucking deal? Where we at? DeMarkey. What kind of name is that? Shonda, what's the good to see you, Miss Shonda. How are you doing this evening? Rigo in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Been a minute since you've been in the den. What the fuck, Ray, what's the motherfucking deal? How are you doing this evening, sir? Footballer 503, Master Race, what's the motherfucking deal? 17, Louis 17, man. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that Pimp C had like a little protege that he had before he passed. Sounded just like him, named 17. And, yeah, I don't know. I guess some people liked it. I wasn't really big on it. It is what it is. Jeff, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Let me see. I see. Did I get your football five with the only one live? What's the motherfucking deal? And Tulio, what's the motherfucking deal? No, I started late 10:30 today. I got in a little bit later than anticipated. You got that YouTube warning. That's what I'm saying, man. That's it's crazy. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff's going to change, especially on the 10th. You got to be prepared. D Love, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see if I missed anybody. Eastside Hero, what's the motherfucking deal? Hey, man, if I missed you, I ain't dish you, man. You know, just sometimes I don't catch everybody. I try to catch everybody. But let's get into it. Let's talk about a lot of things, and then we will open up the line. Let me start dishing out some pistachios, and let's talk about it. Oh yeah, because that's what. there's a program that I use on my computer. I'm just going to put it like this. That sometimes it impacts the time zone. And so I forgot I had it on when I was setting up the stream. So it had the wrong time zone there, so I had to adjust it and fix it afterwards. So it was a little bit of crazy. So it was probably my fault if you didn't get a notification. It probably was my fault this time because I didn't really fix it until the last couple of minutes when I noticed it. So blame me for that one. Any other time? Interesting. Any other time? No, I'm not smoking dope. I'm just, something's missing. Sherman Hill, what's the motherfucking deal? But like, so any other time, like I say, it's generally YouTube not getting out the notifications. So yeah, I usually wear my little elephant thing that I have on, and I just realized it wasn't on, and I didn't take it off deliberately, so I had a hoodie on earlier, so it might have came off when I took my hoodie off. But still, that doesn't explain. Anyway, so let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's discuss some things, right? So about a week ago, Bobby Smurder's still locked up. About a week ago, NFL announces they're going to have a special private workout for Cap. Teams are invited. First it was 11 teams, then it's 24, 25 teams. So, we're going to send a representative. We're going to check it out. The Cowboys are like, man, fuck that shit. Fuck that bitch. We ain't going to go watch that shit. So, one of the 25 teams, it wasn't the Cowboys. I'm sure the Texans didn't send it, but they might have. Who knows? But anyway, so you send 25 teams to go check out this workout. I think it was supposed to be Atlanta time, Eastern Standard Time. When you get off the plane in Atlanta, what you got to turn your watch to Eastern Standard. That's the East Coast. More Pimp C references. So I think it was supposed to be about 4:00 at that time. Kaepernick at about 3:00 says, "Hey, fuck that shit. We're gonna go where I want to go. I'm not gonna use the Atlanta Falcons facility. We're gonna go to this high school an hour away from where we're supposed to have the private workout. With an hour left before the private workout, you want to go somewhere an hour away. Who the fuck wants to do that? Like that's the most unprofessional fucking shit in the world. So, yeah, you showed up here, but we got to go an hour from here to go see me work out. One, nobody's really that concerned about seeing you work out. Like, this is a thing. Like, I think people are just like, fuck it, let's just see what's going on here. It doesn't hurt. We ain't doing shit else, you know what I'm saying? It's on a Saturday, fuck it. We'll send a representative, we'll send somebody to look. Anyway, because he was upset because a couple of things. He got this waiver that he didn't like. He didn't want to sign this waiver because he's never seen this waiver before. Yet, it's a fucking standard NFL waiver for situations like this, right? So, standard fucking NFL waiver. He doesn't like the standard waiver. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like this waiver that you give me, that you give everybody. You're treating me like normal NFL players right now. I don't like this. I'm Colin Kaepernick. Anyway, he gets mad, so tries to take things in control. I was saying, moves the shit away. Was mad because he couldn't have his film crew there. I mean, NFL had a film crew that they were going to use, and they said that they were going to release to everybody. He was going to have a copy of the workout and the uncut footage. This was the agreement. But because he couldn't have his film crew there, he didn't like it. So let's go to this high school. Like, you understand how lame this makes you look, man? Like, then after the workout, calls out, well, we're here. All 32 teams, I'm here. 32 owners, don't be afraid. Give the people what they want. People don't want this. I'm like, I don't think he realizes, yeah, there's a couple of y'all niggas out there want that shit. There's a couple of people who want to see Kaepernick. But I think even a lot of niggas is tired of the Kaepernick bullshit. Like, I think at first, yeah, niggas was rocking with it. But I think as time marches on, Time marches on. Anyway, y'all ain't know I had that in me. Hold on, watch out now. But as time marches on, man, people's like, man, this nigga is really starting to get on my nerves, right? So, he's like, I've been doing this for 3 years, been waiting for 3 years for the opportunity to give the people what they want. My agent's over there. I'm ready to talk to all 30. Why not be at the spot where the 25 teams are supposed to? You're one fucking man. Nobody's really, you have not stopped the league. The league has continued to, and here's my thing, right? I'm not hating on Colin. I may not agree with what he had going on. Do I think he should be in the league? Probably. He's better than some of the motherfuckers out there. But again, he was a 60% completion rate when he left the league, right? It's not that great. It's not that good, right? It is what it is. So nobody's like, oh, this guy won a Super Bowl. Yeah, he went to a Super Bowl. He didn't win a Super Bowl. If he was a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and he had some other clout under his resume, I think it would be a little bit different. But the thing he's most famous for is taking this. A lot of niggas don't even know Colin Kaepernick went to the goddamn Super Bowl. And then takes a knee. That's what blows him up. A lot of people don't even fuck with football. Women, folk who may not watch football or whatever, know him because they feel like he's a civil rights activist. And they hear this story. They don't know the full context behind it. I'm not saying just women, it's men too. But so you have that crowd behind you. Don't give a fuck about football. That's the people you're talking about. Give the people what they want. They don't even really understand that you're a bigger problem than what it is. And so there were some stipulations that he's supposed to not kneel if he gets a chance. Let me tell y'all something, man. Colin Kaepernick is not out here trying to fight for a backup role. Okay? The ego, the something has gone to his head, right? I don't know what the fuck it is. Again, when you have a crowd, when you have a following, when you have these certain people, it blows you up. And again, I'm not sitting here saying that he hasn't done, he put his money where his mouth is. I commend him for that. When he went and he said he was going to give back to a lot of programs. He was doing stuff for the kids. He put his money up. I'm not hating on him for any of that stuff. I just have a simple disagreement with the way he went about spreading his messages. A couple other things that I disagree with him being the messenger for all of that and everything else. But anyway, that's my personal feeling. Do I think that he should be blacklisted or blackballed? No. But when you're having an opportunity to do something, when you're given a fucking opportunity to do something, you maximize that chance. So instead of saying, fuck it, I'm going to get the footage, I'm going to do what I got to do. I have 25 teams here looking at me because I want to play fucking football. My real passion is playing football. His passion is continuing to look like, and people will kill me because he's the modern day Muhammad Ali. No, the fuck he's not. Kaepernick's not the modern day fucking Muhammad Ali. It's not even close, never will be. Like, Muhammad Ali won shit. You know what I'm saying? He was a champion. Like, Muhammad Ali was the fucking man. Muhammad Ali overcame all. This nigga took a knee. You feel me? It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's stop the nonsense, right? Anywho. Let me start giving out these pistachios. Well, when I get off my little rant, I'll start giving y'all early bird pistachios. I know y'all be trying to hold me for the early bird pistachios. But so hasn't done anything since. Been relatively irrelevant for the most part. Does a fucking commercial. Oh my God. And if I didn't tell you, that commercial blew my mind. I swear, like until the end, when I realized that was Kaepernick talking on that commercial, I was like, wow, this guy is. Yeah, like I don't think there's an NFL quarterback with a softer voice than Colin Kaepernick. They're like, yeah, we got to get out there. Don't let anybody tell you can't do what you want to do in this world. Yeah, change some shit. Nike. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck. I'm like, wow, that was Colin Kaepernick talking the whole time. He was narrating this entire fucking commercial. Like, get the fuck out of there. Oh, my God. So, anywho. And again, if you stand for something, you believe in something, man, fight for your right to party. Do what you do. Who am I? I'm just a nigga on the internet with an opinion, right? Anyway. So, you have this opportunity. And instead of saying, okay, I'm going to go here where the 25 teams are meeting in a professional setting, they have NFL players who are going out here and train with me or go through the drills with me, all this good stuff. We're going to go to this fucking obscure-ass high school an hour away from an hour that the time the meeting's supposed to play. So you expect the motherfuckers just to hurry up who've come from all over the fucking country to get a last-minute fucking notice The NFL has tried to accommodate you with a situation because it's not perfect the way you want it to be. You have no say, so you're not in the fucking NFL. Like, what have you done to be this one guy that deserves to get special treatment more so than anybody else, right? You're not fucking Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. You're not Tom Brady. You know, you're not fucking Aaron Rodgers. You're not any of these top tier quarterbacks. You're not a guy. You don't have a ring. I'd rather watch fucking Brett Favre try to come out of retirement. I'd watch him throw the football in his backyard before I'd give a shit about going to watch Colin Kaepernick at a fucking high school. It's just like, come on, man. Like, you gotta gauge some shit. You have to have some self-awareness in this situation. And he lacks complete self-awareness because he has a bunch of yes men surrounding him telling him a bunch of bullshit. You know why it's been 3 years, Kaepernick? Because the chick you were with couldn't shut the fuck up. Because Ray Lewis is out there campaigning for you to get a spot to be with the Ravens. You could be Lamar Jackson's backup right now, right? But instead of, you know, relegating and having your camp on the same page, she sends out the fucking, what was the old buddy name, Django Steven or whatever, memes or whatever. And so who the fuck, if I'm a fucking boss, okay, this guy who needs a chance to get back in the league, wants him in, no, he's got his girlfriend publicly throwing shit out there about me. Doesn't ever say anything about it. Doesn't ever say, hey, you know, that was a mistake. It was a miscommunication. Hey, nothing about it. I'm supposed to give him a chance? Fuck that dude, right? If I'm the motherfucker with the opportunity, I'm providing you the opportunity. And I know somebody who's probably the most closely associated person with you. Probably, I'm sure y'all have had discussions on the same page. And she's putting these messages out. How do I know that you don't feel the same way? This is the person you're sleeping with. This is the person you're with. This is the person, you know, that, you know, I'm assuming that once you start dating, you start having these feelings with. Anyway, you never say anything about it. And people, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It was just a girlfriend. Fuck that motherfucker. Like, okay, like, come on, man, stop the nonsense. So if like, I don't know. I don't even have an analogy for you. But anyway, but what you got to realize is you're the guy trying to get back in. People don't have to accommodate you. You need to be trying to accommodate the situation that's been. If you truly want to play football, now if you don't want to play football, if you're just trying to make a show and trying to make a spectacle and continue to garner attention, hey, fuck it. Then do what you're doing. And then, hey, it fucking worked. We're talking about you right now. But if you truly want to play fucking football, then you go where the people who have who present the opportunities are. 25 teams show up. Wasn't going to be that many at first. 25 teams show up, say, fuck it. Let's go take a look at Colin Kaepernick, right? Because here's the thing, right? And here's the deal, like, especially with him. Because if teams would have offered individual, and I understand why teams aren't offering individual workouts. So he should have took that opportunity. He blew it. So if he doesn't get back in the league, it's his own fault at this point. There's nobody to blame but him. You can say what you want to say, a little 90 seconds. We're here, man. Yeah, I've been waiting 3 years. I've been working out for 3 years. And all 32 teams, all 32 owners, don't be scared. Give the people what they want. Well, the people want a winning team, whether you're on it or not, Colin Kaepernick. So that's what the people want. That's why they are fans of teams. But my thing is this, right? If a team gave Colin Kaepernick an individual workout, say he comes, he works out, and he looks like hot trash, and they get rid of him.
Donated $5. If Cap gets signed to the Patriots, he will cry laughing.
Appreciate the love, Dan the man. The fucking German voice makes it so much better. Hey, man, if you're new to the Den, we do this live every night at 10 p.m. Central. I was a little bit late today, had to take care of some things. But, man, join the Den, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Everybody's welcome to the Den. We talk about all kind of controversial shit. You may like me today, but you might hate me tomorrow. But it is all good. But here's my thing. But if one person, or if one team brought him in for a workout, right, and he stinks it up. Now, if he does good, cool, you make it to the team, fine, whatever. Then he'll probably start making this thing. They're not giving me a shot at the starting role. But anyway, if he doesn't have a good performance, he could easily go back and say, well, you know, they didn't really give me a shot. They just did it for. It makes the team look bad if he came in and had a bad performance. It makes them look bad. You know what I'm saying? If he could come in and be the worst quarterback you ever saw and maybe say, nah, we're not interested. He jumped back in the media. Yeah, you know, I had a great workout and, you know, it's just they just did that to make themselves look good. And you can say all this, and then you get backlash on this team. The teams don't want the unnecessary attention. Like, he has to realize he is not the prize. And that's the problem. He's not the prize. The prize is getting your goofy ass back in the fucking NFL. If that's what you're saying that you're wanting to do, that's what you're saying you want to fucking accomplish. But you're not doing that by making it difficult on the people who want to give you that opportunity. Again, make sure you're in the live chat, not the top chat. And we'll turn the phone lines on here in about, I'm going to rant for about another, I would say, brother, I'm going to rant for about another 5 minutes. And then we're going to get this party started. Now, I'll start issuing out the early bird pistachios then. But anyway, so my thing is just like, come on, man. Come on, man. I feel like everybody deserves an opportunity. Everybody deserves a second chance. Like, let's like kill somebody. Kill like some kittens or some shit or children or you just go on a rampage. Not, I guess everybody doesn't deserve it, but most people deserve a second chance. If you ain't hurt anybody, you haven't physically injured anybody, you deserve a second chance. So my thing is now, when you have the opportunity, the hour is upon you, like literally the hour is upon you, you say, no, we're going to go over here. And the reason why I think that he wanted to have his own film crew, I'm going to tell y'all something. The reason why I think that he wanted to have his own film, I guarantee you, there is a Colin Kaepernick documentary in the works. Okay? I guarantee it. And I know I'm not in the chat because, I can't look at the chat because y'all are ruthless and I'll be laughing and I won't be focused. I'm going to be in the chat in just a minute. But I got two last things I want to talk about. Like, I guarantee that there's going to be a Colin Kaepernick documentary in the works. I guarantee it. And that's why he wants his own film crew so they can have the footage and it'll be the same format and grain or whatever. I'm not a fucking videographer or anything like that, so I don't know. So they'll have the same type of footage to go along with the rest of the fucking documentary, right? So that way they can sell that. It's more money. Everybody who's buying into the hype will buy the Colin Kaepernick documentary. And if you pre-order the Colin Kaepernick documentary, you get a free teamless Colin Kaepernick jersey coming soon. Anyway, so that's that's why I think he wanted his own film crew there. Because for what other reason do you need that? And y'all notice that, right? Y'all notice that there's only one clip that has come out of this fucking there's only one clip that has come out of this fucking workout. Not sure it was live and some other stuff was going on. And that's why you want to be able to do that. So you want to make it transparent. But again, a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of people look really good versus air. You know what I mean? A lot of quarterbacks have an arm that are not accurate. So a lot of things that are going on that it looks good in this kind of workout. But again, what you did makes teams think, okay, well, he's really trying to control the narrative. He's really trying to push certain issues. Is this what we want in our organization? Do we want somebody to come in here and at this point perceive that they're bigger than the organization for taking a knee? And again, it is what it is, how you feel, if you agree or disagree. What I'm talking about right now is factual stuff, okay? It's not about the knee, it's not about the politics, it's not about any of that. What we're talking about right now is the facts and his behavior and how he's hindering himself from his own opportunities. This is all facts. The second thing and the last thing I'm going to talk about is if y'all do not stop the nonsense, if y'all don't stop listening to these bullshit ass articles, if y'all don't stop listening to this bullshit about Jay-Z took a reputational bullet, he pressured Goodell into getting Cap, shut the fuck up. That did not fucking happen. Jay-Z didn't do a goddamn thing. The reputational bullet Jay-Z took is when he took on the deal with Goodell. He already took the fucking bullet. He was already he didn't do anything. He might have just suggested, but how can Jay-Z pressure Roger Goodell? What can Jay-Z do that's going to put pressure on the NFL owners or Roger Goodell? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Oh, it's a huge difference between the top chat and the live chat. If you are in the top chat, you are missing like 30% of what the den is all about. Maybe 35%. But so my thing is just like, come on, man. Jay-Z, I know y'all niggas want to believe Jay-Z got that kind of clout, that he got that kind of pull, that he's got that kind of push. Stop the nonsense. Jay-Z's a wealthy man. He's got power in certain areas and he got some certain things going on. But don't believe this bullshit that Jay-Z, he's a gangster. He went to Roger Goodell's office. He kicked Roger Goodell's door down. Bitch. Hey, man. Don't you know me? I'm fucking Jay-Z. Give fucking Colin Kaepernick a chance. I'll take the hit on that. What hit? You took the hit when you signed the deal with him, when you lied about, I talked to Colin about this, and then Colin Kaepernick said, no, that you didn't, right? That you didn't. So you already took the hit. Now you're trying to regain some credibility. That's all the fuck that is. You already took the L. There's no reputational bullet. There's no none of that that's happening. There's nothing that is happening to Jay-Z by Colin Kaepernick doing this. Colin Kaepernick made himself look foolish. There is no backlash. There's nothing that falls on Jay-Z. Jay-Z threw his name in there to make it look like he did some shit. Like, yeah, you know, I planned all this.
Donated $1. Keen cleaned and strong contributed to the Den Reich super chat.
The fucking voice. And you know, my thing is this, right? My thing is this. Yeah, if you're like in top chat, you're missing out on like probably all the inside jokes because they're usually pretty profane. But my thing is this, man. My thing is this. Like, Jay had nothing to do with this shit. And so it is what it is. If y'all want to give him credit, y'all want to give him clout, that's fine. You know, if it makes you feel good, that's fine. But Jay-Z has no pull in it. If Jay-Z had real pull in the NFL, if Jay-Z was making moves like that in the NFL, we'd be talking about Jay-Z now like they're talking about Jeff Bezos. Because Jeff Bezos talking about making it by a team. And it's being taken legitimately seriously. Jay-Z's talking about, I'm going to work for the NFL. Then I'm going to get on and buy a team. Y'all niggas better stop the nonsense, dog. Y'all see, it's levels to this shit. And of course, we just talking shit. We're not on any of the levels. But it's perspective. Don't get your mind skewed. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos, legitimate chance to buy an NFL team. Jay-Z, legitimate chance to get you a spot on the halftime show, maybe, possibly. Anyway, but they haven't said they just said that he has interest in buying a team. They haven't said specifically what team in particular or anything like that. So, oh man, we'll talk about that Monique thing too, because Monique is suing Netflix. I know this is way off, but y'all know how we doing it then. I'm gonna throw this in and then we're gonna open up the line for some calls. Monique suing Netflix for offering her $500,000 to do a stand-up special. Well, you gave them more money because they're more popular and they've sold more tickets than me, but I want just as much money for a stand-up. That's fine. If you're a Monique fan, that's cool. I watched the Parkers. You know, hey, I watched it a couple of times. I had a question about Professor Ogilvy. He was questionable, but Monique, if you talk about, say you listen to the top 25 comedians out right now. I mean, you'd probably have to be you'd have to really be in the stand-up. Or the top 25 most successful comedians that are actually currently still doing stand-up. I guarantee you Monique is not in that conversation, right? An hour stand-up for $500,000, you better take that shit and run with it. Let that shit blow your name up, because there's a lot of people who don't know who the fuck Monique is, except for that she's the shitty mama from Precious. They don't even know you're a fucking comedian. They don't even know who you are from that. They just know, hey, Precious' mom was a bitch. Whoever played that role, she was a bitch. So they don't even know you. That's a chance to put your brand out there. And then now the value of your tickets goes up, because if you have a successful fucking stand-up, now when you do go tour, people are like, hey, oh, I saw her on Netflix. She's fucking funny as shit. Let's go to this show. Instead of, well, I'm going to sell this out, but these tickets, I ain't going to make a whole lot of money off these tickets because I got to sell them at bargain bin rates. And but like I said, there are people buying it. I'm not saying that she's broke or anything like that. But I'm not relating to an issue with you having a $500,000 offer because you see, Dave Chappelle getting, 40, 60, you see Eddie Murphy. These are legendary performers. And I'm sure, in her own mind, she has a resume that's probably better than a lot of people, but it's not in that upper echelon. It's a lot of B movies, a lot of stuff that's about fat everything. It was fat girls, fat model, fat this and everything. Like, she played that role for a long time. She lost a bunch of weight and you can't really play that role anymore. And so, like, she was pigeonholed, and she pigeonholed herself. Some other stuff happened. We don't get into all that, but Netflix offered her suing Netflix has shit to do with shit, and I'm not really rooting for her in that thing. But anyway, let's open up the line. Let's get some calls in. Give me just 1 second. Let me fix this here. Make sure you're following Ed Honcho. If you want to have the Den updates, make sure you're following Ed Honcho HGX. Make sure you're following on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you're on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go like the page, Den Show Live, the page, and join the Den Show Facebook group. All the links that you need are in the description below. But give me a second. Let me set the phone line up. While we're doing that, I'll think about giving you early bird pistachios. I might just keep all the early bird pistachios for myself. How about that? But seriously, man, to me, like I said, it's a bunch of shenanigans going on all over the place. But the Colin Kaepernick thing, man, like he played himself. So, buddy, Clayton, God damn, I keep forgetting his name. Clay, whatever. But he says, put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself. I hope Colin has a roll of quarters because he definitely played himself. Like, you have an opportunity, man. You try to make yourself bigger than the opportunity. Like, nobody out there sitting here saying that if we had Colin Kaepernick on our team, we'd go to the fucking Super Bowl. There's not one team in the NFL that believes that. Not a single team, not a fan in the NFL that believes that. That is a real fan of the NFL. Really, truly believes that. So my thing is, he's got to understand, like I said, have some awareness about himself, have some awareness about his situation, and realize, look, Colin, man, you know, you had a little hot streak. You were named for a little bit. That dropped off severely. And then, you know, you're kind of not that guy anymore, and that's cool. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But come on, man. You gotta play for the opportunity. The opportunity's not playing for you. Like nobody's kicking your door down telling you want you to get in the NFL. It would be different if you had offers from all over the place saying, "Oh, hey, Colin, we want you to come on, man. You got to come play for our team." Nobody's doing that. We're like, it was more like, we'll go take a look. We ain't got shit else to do. We got a bye week this week. Let's see. You know. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the teams just sent a representative just to say so they wasn't on some hoe shit and saying that, you know, well, they didn't even send anybody. The fucking Cowboys fans, already got a petition out saying that they would sue if they, and that's funny though. I just opened up the Skype phone. I saw you just sent me that. Oh, that's fucking funny. I'm talking about that you say that. That they would sue if he goes. So that lets you know where they feel. They definitely know. They prefer Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, that guy. You know, that's the guy. They prefer Dak Prescott over fucking Colin Kaepernick, right? So this is where we are right now. So I mean, again, you like him, you love it. It's all good. Hentai Samurai, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Glad you could join us. I guess just put the number up to let y'all know the line is active, right? All right. Let's get some calls in. I see we got somebody calling in. What happened to the box? Wow. All right. Whoa. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
What's going on, Hunter? It's your boy, Man Up here.
Man Up. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind?
Man, I had to call in first because I got to go take care of some things. But I sent you that thing because I know you said that Jerry Jones said he wasn't going to send anybody out there.
Yeah.
I think he didn't send anybody out there because his fans threatened to boycott.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I sent you that article. And I also think with this Kaepernick thing, it has gotten way out of proportion, way out of hand. Because I seen the thing on my news feed where this fan was talking about Colin Kaepernick disrespects the flag. Colin Kaepernick doesn't respect America, all that good stuff. When it never started on nothing like that. I mean, y'all know how that whole thing started, you know what I'm saying? Cops killing African Americans, you know what I'm saying? That's how it all started. And, of course, you know, it got blown way out of proportion. I'm not going to go deep into that, but it got blown way out of proportion. Now, another thing is this here, man. I agree with you on that. If you try to get back in the league, trying to do certain things, who in the hell do you think you are to say, okay, I don't want to do this right here. I want to do this right here. I want to go over here. You can't do that. You have to take what you can get. Like if you need a job desperately, you're going to take what you can get until something better comes along.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because you still got bills to pay. You got mouths to feed. I know y'all finna say in the chat, Colin Kaepernick, he got money and all that stuff. But I'm just throwing out a scenario. But I'm just saying, you in no position right now to sit here and tell somebody, oh, I don't want to go here. I want to do this. I want to do that. If you try to, and this is what kills me a lot. I know Colin Kaepernick didn't say this, but a lot of people like to say, I don't need you, you need me, like Antonio Brown did. That's what the league is still going on and on. And I saw a report like a week or so ago that said he wants to get back into the league.
Oh, of course he does.
So it's like, come on, man. You can have that mindset all you want. Ain't nothing wrong. It's your business. But let's just be real. Colin Kaepernick is not in the position to make demands. I'll put it like that.
Correct.
Now, I am rooting for the guy. I think that he did get blackballed, but I think the way he's going about it is just all wrong. And like you said before, his girl is saying everything for him, basically. You know, because he's not saying anything. Because I was talking with a friend of mine about like a week or so ago about this when I first saw that he was supposed to have a workout. I was like, shit, he could have been in the league a long time ago with the Baltimore Ravens. But his girlfriend sent out his tweet, his pictures and stuff like that. And the Ravens said, hell no, they took it back.
Exactly.
Yeah, all because of his girlfriend, not him. You know what I'm saying? So, and I agree. It's like he ain't saying nothing. It's like, come on, defend yourself. Stand up for yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't understand it, but, you know, it is what it is. But another thing I want to speak on, too, a lot of people don't understand this here. I bet you not one person really understands why no owner has signed him. I can put money on that. Nobody in this chat can understand why he's not signed. Mm-hmm. It takes just one simple word. One word on why he's not signed.
What is that?
Money. Because look at it. Look what the Dallas Cowboys fans said they were going to do. That's why I sent you that article before I called in. Look what the Dallas Cowboys fans said they were going to do. They were going to boycott. Look at what Atlanta Falcons fans was doing when he was supposed to have that workout at the Atlanta Falcons facility. They was outside the facility protesting and stuff like that. It's all because of money. That's why no team has signed it. Do I agree with it? Do I not agree? It ain't. I'm not going to get into that debate because that can be my own personal show right there. But the whole thing is just this here. Yeah, I know Jess Messiah, I think I said your name right. I know he wanted a settlement, but that settlement was only for $2 million. That ain't no money. Let's put it like that. We like to think it is, but $2 million is not a lot of money. But all I'm saying is this here, man. I think that he has no leverage in what he's doing. I think what he should have done is just go ahead and take that workout, and then what he could have done after that, if some teams want to bring him to their particular facility, then he could have did that as well too. See what I'm saying? So, but all this other nonsense, I think that he's not in the position to do all this. I think that he should just said, okay, this is the opportunity I've been given. I'm going to take it and then run with it and then go from there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But if he wants to keep this running along, I think there is something behind the scenes that we don't know about. Like you said, I don't know about a documentary. You might be right. I don't know. But I think there is something behind the scenes. I think there is going to be like, CC, no, he has been blackballed for this and that. You know, I think it's going to be something. What? I don't know, but something. But with all that being said, man, I think just look at it like a normal job. You know you need a job. You got bills to pay. You got miles to feed. You're going to take the first thing you can get until something better comes along. And I think that's what Colin Kaepernick should have did.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. You maximize your opportunity. And that's why I say, to me, I felt like you played yourself by doing that. By going, okay, well, you're making things inconvenient. When you inconvenience somebody, they definitely going to inconvenience your ass. You know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. So,
yeah, I agree. Because nobody likes to be inconvenienced unless it's worth their while. And like you just said, I hate to put it like this, but it is the truth. Colin Kaepernick is not worth their while, because if he was, he would have never got out the league. He would still be in the league. So let's just be honest and keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Anything else you got for me, man?
No, I have nothing else for you, Mr. Man Up.
One more thing about that Monique situation. Mm-hmm. I said the same exact thing. Yeah, you know your own worth, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But come on now, what has she been doing lately? Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
She haven't done nothing. Basically since the Parkers. I mean, I know she did a couple of TV shows here and there. I know she did Precious, but her last big thing was the Parkers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, and she died down ever since. So, you gotta look at it like this. Look, you like I just said with Kaepernick, you take what you can get, and then make the best of that situation. Because once, like you said, the Parkers ended in what, like 2002 or 3 or something like that, somewhere around there.
Long ass time ago. I couldn't tell you even when.
Yeah, so I might be wrong about the year, but it's a long time ago. Shit, a lot of people today don't even know who she is. Would not know to Google her. Would not know to look for any of her videos or nothing. All the people, our age and up, would know who she is.
Yeah.
But these youngsters don't even know who she is. So you got to put your name out there. That's just how it goes. And if you refuse to do that, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to tell you what your worth is, but let's just be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be smart. Anyway, man, I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Check with you later, man.
All right, man. I appreciate the call. That man up.
All right, have a good one.
All right, you too. All right, shout out to man up, man. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
See, the fact that you don't even know who the fuck it is, with the damn chicken sandwich is coming back to shit. It's a damn problem.
Nah, this nigga ain't been heard from, seen from, recipe, locked in a vault somewhere. What's going down? The news is now breaking.
Shit, nothing much, but this Colin Kaepernick stuff is it's two sides, and I know that a lot of the negative side has been, Cap fencing up. I do think the biggest problem in today's situation was the NFL was going to allow his own film crew to be there.
Yeah.
They said, yes, you can have your film crew there. What the NFL said was, but you can't have it open up to the media.
Okay.
The outside media groups. Then Kaepernick was like, oh, then I'm not doing it then. Also, if Hugh Jackson is the head of my damn workout, I don't want to do it either. Hell no. Hugh Jackson? No. The man had a parade for over 16 seasons. Stop it. Not having it. But me and you gonna have a little discussion here about this damn saying it ain't no damn teams that would say, well, if you got Colin Kaepernick, we're going to Super Bowl.
So who would say that? What team? Name me two teams that would say if we had Colin Kaepernick, we're going to the Super Bowl.
First team, Chicago, second base. You tell me you don't replace Mitchell Trubisky ass with Colin Kaepernick, they ain't going to at least the NFC Championship? You telling me that? With the weapons, with Allen Robinson, with Trey Burton, with Tariq Cohen and David Montgomery in the backfield and the defense they got with Khalil Mack and Eddie Jackson in the secondary patrolling around, and they got you telling me that bullshit ain't going to at least go to the NFC Championship?
They would.
Trubisky
They
can't
would
go
be.
to the left side of the field at all.
They would be a better team. It would be an upgrade. I don't know if that makes them a Super Bowl contender, but it would be an upgrade over Trubisky, absolutely.
Over Trubisky, yeah, that team, and you telling me that Andy Dalton, will there be at least a 7-win team with Colin Kaepernick over Andy Dalton?
The Bengals?
The Bengals. AJ Green said not because he don't even want to play with Andy Dalton no more.
Yeah, I get it.
To be honest, Andy Dalton.
But I don't.
AJ Green really healthy. He just don't want to waste the hits he got left in him on Andy Dalton.
Oh, I get it. But here's my thing, though. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of quarterbacks that, yes, he could be an upgrade over. He could bring a skill set. But him alone, is he taking a team from 0-9 right now to a Super Bowl contender? It's going to take multiple pieces. But if one of those pieces is causing a lot of attention, unnecessary questioning, you bringing in a lot of unnecessary noise to the organization, is it worth it?
That is the biggest problem, though. That's been the biggest problem. How much are you willing to risk money, the media, and all of that to get an upgrade at the position that is hard to find. I mean, fucking hell, Colin Kaepernick better than Baker Mayfield.
Baker's trash. Baker's trash. Yeah, I mean, I would say like there's a lot of Colin Kaepernick. Say let's look at everything in a vacuum, not minus all the political stuff. We're just looking at skill set, and we're just looking at what has been done, overall talent. Yes, there probably 30 of the damn backup quarterbacks, and probably you could probably name 5 or 6, if not more, starting quarterbacks that you would probably have. If Nathan Peterman has a backup role, Colin Kaepernick should have a job. But that you could name that. But again, now we're jumping out of vacuum. Everything that comes with it now because of the position that he put himself in. And so my thing is, and again, like I said, I might not have agreed with, the method in which he handled it. If it's his message, if he believes it, I'm not knocking that. My thing is that if you want to play the game, then you got to play the game. And so you're one man. You're not going to knock off an entire league. You're not going to make an entire league change the way they are. Unless you hit a quarterback. And since he doesn't play defense, he's not injured any quarterback. That's the only time the league's going to change some rules for one man. Oh, you fucking injured Tom Brady, or you fucking do some new tuck rule bullshit. That's when they change the rules. But as far as the way they operate, as far as the culture of the NFL, and some people say, well, that's the problem. But that's the way it is. And so my thing is, he's not that talented to the point where he's going to change the entire culture of the NFL. Again, like I said, had he been a Super Bowl winner, you might have a case there. If you had some hardware, and he came damn close. I'm not going to came damn close. But I think the way the career kind of pandered off after that, and you could say it was the talent around him, that's justifiable. But your numbers are your numbers. The drama that came with it, and just kind of everything else, he's not doing anything to help his case to say, hey, I'm willing to play ball so I can play ball. He can still have his stances, he can still have his opinions, but the biggest fear is he going to still continue this drama, this uproar, this problematic, or what we view as problematic to the organization or to the team, to the league, and you don't have a guarantee of that. And that's what I think is concerning to most people.
Well, I know it's concerning most teams. They don't want to hear about they starting quarterback wife calling the franchise a piece of shit.
Yeah,
that is a problem. I understand that. I just don't see why at least teams haven't even had a meeting with them. That's the biggest problem.
Because there's a gamble with that too, though. There's a gamble with that too, because if you have a meeting with him and you come away and say, nah, we're just not interested, he could throw any narrative about that team into the media that he wants to, and then it makes them look bad. So it's a gamble even to bring him in. Unless they bring him in for sure, knowing that, all right, we're going to sign him, and he ends up on a team. But because of the way a lot of this stuff has been handled around him, by the people who are around him, by the girlfriend, everything, whoever you want to include, because then now it's he should be starting. That's going to be your next message after he gets on the team. And again, I'm throwing hypotheticals out there, and that's not a guarantee to me. You don't know that. But if you brought him in and you just said, you know what, we don't see it, we don't like what's going on, he could easily go back into the media and say, well, they had an issue with this or had an issue with that. And people are going to believe that. So it's it's a gamble. I understand why they didn't. And again, like I said, I believe he should be on a team. I think he has the talent to be on a team. But I just think that teams look at it, is it worth it? Is it worth upsetting the locker room, the organization, everything else that we got going on here to bring this man in?
Yeah, I mean, teams willing to sign up as Berkeley than teams.
Hey, Burfict a motherfucking gangster, man. Now, I'll tell you what has upset me the most about this whole situation, though. It's not just necessarily the Colin Kaepernick situation, but it's this current phone call situation. So you fucked up, Braylon, because you let Popeyes get in the game and just run crazy with this crack chicken sandwich. You've been having a chicken sandwich recipe. You've been having it for years, and you didn't want to put it out there, and now Popeyes sold the game up. You missed your opportunity. You missed your window. You acting like Colin out there with the chicken sandwich recipe.
Yeah, I to be honest, I ain't trying to eat this shit sandwich. It's probably good out, so I really don't know. I don't want to die over a damn sandwich. It's not worth it. But fuck that sandwich. Fuck Popeyes. Legs. Frenchies. Frenchies got their own sandwich. I tried sandwiches.
Hold on, man. Well, watch out with the Frenchie slander, man. Hold on, pimp. You know, we ain't gonna have too much of that Frenchie slander. You can talk about them other.
No, hell no. Frenchie overall, yeah, hell yeah. I'm enjoying it for like Frenchie. Yes, I will. The sandwich, okay, they had like the nice little sweet and sour sauce to it, but it wasn't amazing. It wasn't what you expect Frenchies to make. Frenchies is a Creole fried chicken place. It tastes like an Asian fried chicken sandwich.
I don't know.
Over there looking at me like,
I don't know where we going here. But appreciate the love, Thunderbolt, Culture, and 335 and Dan the Man. You know, I want to make sure I shout that out before I forget. But yeah, okay. I ain't tasting the sandwich. I'm just talking shit. You know, the sandwich may or may not be lit, so I don't know. I'm just talking shit about the Frenchie sandwich.
Hey, also in that Monique situation, I'm tired of her ass. It's been 3 years and I'm just not trying to do some bullshit. It's been 3 years and you're just not trying to. I'm assuming, even though they didn't do you wrong. I'm sorry. I'm 18, and of course I do know about Monique. You know, I've been I know the culture and stuff. But it really ain't amazing to deserve a $500,000 contract anyway. I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of people I'd rather see over Monique on a Netflix special. I'll pay attention to the first 5 minutes, and it probably ain't gonna be enjoyable because she ain't got no material that's funny. She did that up when she did the Queens of Comedy, which kind of was a flop in my opinion, because they tried to copy off of Steve Harvey and them. She needs to sit her skinny ass down, from fat to skinny, and just take the $500,000 and take the money that she was gonna make on the tickets, because she was basically making money on the tickets. It would have been up to $800,000 to really be honest. She would have got money for tickets. She would have got money for a new show if the show would have done amazing. But she wanted that. She wanted to connection with everybody else. She wanted to talk smack to Oprah. Why you talk smack to Oprah? Why you talk smack to Tyler Perry? Those people that run the shit for the black community, but you want to talk shit to them too? She fucked over her whole little situation. Now she at home ain't making her damn dime. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear no more shit about Monique because she out of line and she needs to sit her ass down and mind her business and stop trying to sue people that you gonna lose.
Yeah, I agree. Because the thing is, that's gonna set a crazy precedent. She won't win that case. I mean, it just brings more attention to it because that sets a crazy precedent. Because that'll be like if I said, hey, I'm doing a show, and you think you're worth $1,000, and I say, well, hey man, I'll give you $100 to do the show, and you decline. Then you come back door and sue me for $1,000 just because you declined to do the show because I didn't give you the money you want. That's the logic behind what you do. That shit is crazy. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So, it is what it is.
That's why she's not here today every time I look up and see the fool. But hopefully I'll be back on either Ben or Sauce, whatever. So
man, just let me know, man. We waiting on you, man. You let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know, and I'll probably give you a chicken sandwich the next time I'm on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna believe this. I ain't gonna hold my breath for that shit.
Hey. Thank you for all you doing for the community of letting fans be able to talk to y'all for real. I'm saying this on the public level. You changing it so we ain't gotta hear about no 790 or 16 sorry ass with pancakes and shit. So thanks.
I appreciate that, man. Still got a lot to go, man. But yeah, I appreciate it from where we started to where we are now. It's a big jump. We still got a couple of more big jumps to make, but I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shout out to B&B, man. Already. Breaking news, running with the recipe. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
It is Belle, and I always seem to get, when I get caught behind one man, I get caught behind 3 men every time. If I don't make it first, I get caught behind 3 men. Now, there's something to be said.
Interesting.
But it's all sports, so it's all good.
Yes.
Couple things. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. What about yourself, Miss Bell?
I'm doing good. Saw you got new locks. They look pretty good tonight.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I was a little dusty for a little bit, so I had to get tightened up.
I hear that. Okay. I have a thought about what your subcategory is for tonight. Okay. And my thought is everybody on the show tonight being spoken about is on their hold on a second. I had the word and I just lost it. What is that? When they're at Notre Dame and they're on their... I bombed it. Hail Mary. Thank you. The Hail Mary pass.
Okay.
Thank you. It took me a second. I was thinking Notre Dame when I think of a Hail Mary pass. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's Rudy.
Yeah, when you said Notre Dame, I'm just, I have no idea where this is going right now. I was thinking Hunchback of Notre Dame. Or, I don't know.
Nope. It was Rudy. It was like, hey, this is the Hail Mary pass.
Okay.
Kaepernick is a Hail Mary pass in his career. Mm-hmm. Monique is a Hail Mary pass in her career. So that's what I got with those two. And I think it's deservedly so, because somebody earlier said that their mouths couldn't cash a check. I don't know how that goes. Anyway, I'm just having one of those nights. I can't seem to get it together.
Right in the, what's the saying? Your mouth is writing a check that your ass can't cash?
Yeah. I know that one by heart, too, usually. Damn allergy medicine. I like it, but it just makes me fall asleep. Yeah, so that's kind of it in a nutshell. I think both of them have overwritten or overproduced what they're capable of, and it's left everybody feeling a bit flat.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah, because that's the thing. And I like I say,
Chris Johnson donated $1 for Super Chat. EMRichBERTCH.
The bot fucked that all up.
Okay, but what are they putting up there?
DeMarkey being a DeMarkey. But yeah,
get to be a $1.99 special. That's special.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Popeyes, give me a chicken special. I don't want the sandwich, just give me the 2-piece chicken special.
There you go.
But my thing is just like I say, yeah, I agree. It's to a point where you could say that both may be in the twilight of their careers. And what I mean, well, Colin hasn't had a career for a couple of years. But when you're talking about, what is he now? 30, 31, 32, something like that. That's pretty much it for a lot of quarterbacks. And you say, well, he ain't been in the game for 3 years.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But then Monique, that audience is kind of waning. Who were familiar with her, you've been out of the mix for a long time. New upcoming artists have come up. You got your Tiffany Haddishes, no matter how you feel about that, some of these other younger comedians and whatever you got going on with them. If you're not consistent, you're not consistently drawing that attention, then you're going to get forgotten. And that's kind of where she is. And so maybe the financial opportunities aren't there as much anymore. You kind of burn some bridges with the Tyler Perry and Monique and Lee Daniels situation.
Oh, yeah, and Oprah.
Yeah, and Oprah. Yeah, I said Monique with her. She burnt her own bridge to herself. But yeah, the Oprah, Lee Daniels,
okay.
and so these are power players. Whether you like them or not, I may not be a big fan of any of them, but they're power players. And if you're trying to be in an industry, you're trying to be in a game, you dealing with the gatekeepers, as Broderick likes to say. So if they're the gatekeepers and you're not giving them what they need to give you access to getting in, or you're shitting on them, you're trying to talk bad about it, you can expect to be locked out of the industry, So you kind of do these things to yourself. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. Like I'm saying, you had a chance to get in, your girlfriend post some negative shit about an owner who's about to give you an opportunity. Well, guess what? Gators, what the fuck? Oh.
I can't see it coming up. You're the Santa.
Yes, I'm Black Santa Claus. Have you been naughty or nice, Miss Bell?
Oh, I've been very, very nice, but I'm going to go that way for this year.
All right. Well, no lump of coal for you. You'll have a special present in your stocking.
That would be nice. On a side note, I saw Dolomite tonight.
Oh, how was Dolomite?
I liked it. I thought it was really well done. And one of the comments that he made after he had done his big thing and getting on the radio and having all of his records is that he was back being broke again. And it's actually something that both Colin and Monique have gone through. It's like, just because you were at the top of your game doesn't mean you don't have to fight to stay at the top of your game. And the same people that you're waving at going up are the same people you're going to wave at going down. And that's kind of how some of the industries work.
Yeah, that is. It is, and that's why you don't burn those bridges. That's why you. That's why you don't. That's why you just never know what the situation you're gonna be in. And I think that's kind of what happened with Monique is she started getting a lot of recognition for that role in Precious, and she figured, okay, hey, I'm here now. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that, and then that kind of waned very quickly, and you're back in the situation here right now.
Yeah, but there's so many actresses. I mean, that's what. Is she in it for the fame, or is she actually in it for a career? And that's the difference. Mm-hmm. Because if you're in it as a career, you take anything. I mean, even just off the top of my head,
why are you timing out to Marky?
What did the Marky do?
No, you timed somebody out. I was going to address the comment in just a second because it's something not necessarily pertaining to you. But I'll go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Because we know they can get pretty raunchy in the chat line. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, that being said, I don't know where the hell we were going with this because it's Friday night and Saturday night. Mm-hmm. How night is it? Saturday night. It's like I said.
It sure is.
Oh, I gotta be careful of that allergy medicine and take it after I have my conversation on the phone. Yeah, makes me a real lightweight. But anyway, they're sinking themselves further into a hole that they don't even know that they're going into by the tantrums that they're creating. When I look at Colin and I look at Monique, I just look at two adults having huge temper tantrums that everybody's going to be put on display for. And that's not going to do the long run of either one of their careers any good whatsoever.
Or what's left of them.
Yeah, and they're actually nailing their coffins by themselves. So, but I like Monique. I just don't think that she's put in the work for the money that she's wanting. Mm. She hasn't taken any in every film in order to keep her value as far as that goes up. I'm not saying she's not worth it. I'm just saying that I don't even care for Jennifer Aniston as an actress, but she's had like 60 or 70 roles.
What?
She's earned, she's had quite a few, even some of them are a lot of small parts, and she's taken a lot of independent films, and a lot of the ones who are huge career actors and actresses, they'll take bit parts in independent films to give film directors and things like that credit, but also it keeps their name going for different types of parts, and so that they can expand their wings of their craft or what they're doing. I don't see Monique doing that. I see her staying with either stand-up or just being in front of an audience. I don't see all that kind of backbone work that needs to go into it that way.
And I think, and my thing with her is because she's produced some things she does, but like I say, but what she did is she pigeonholed herself with the things she produced, with the angles that she kind of took. Like she played the whole big girl angle for most of the early part of her career,
or even to the so far.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And now that she's not very big anymore, you can't really rely on that. That's what your whole career's been based off of. Now you're not really putting out a lot of new content, so people aren't really. It's like, well, where are you? What are you doing now? So again, it's a lack of familiarity almost, and so I think she gets to kind of reinvent herself, but she's not doing that.
I got to say this: if you're a good actor, it doesn't matter what friggin' size you're at, because if you look at some of the men who have gone through bulking up or getting down and being bulimic for certain roles, what the hell is his name? Christian Bale. He's one that has taken tons of weight off to become anorexic boxers, and then he's put the weight on to be superstars or whatever. So the thing is that yes, the weight has something to do with what particular role, but if you're a damn good actor, none of that should really matter because it should be coming from within you in order to what you're projecting as the actor. But that's just a whole other story. I'm sure I'm past my 10 minutes. But I just want to say Dolomite was a good movie. It was definitely lighthearted, and I'm sure it was super cleaned up from what it even presented on television with.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
It was a joy to watch because it was so old school. Some of it was even before my time. And, yeah, I think that you'd probably enjoy it. You know, it's one of those that you could just sit back and chill and relax with a drink. But I wouldn't think of it as being real deep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out though. I haven't, like I say, because I know. Now are you talking about like the original Dolomite or the new Eddie Murphy Dolomite?
No, the Eddie Murphy one on Netflix.
Okay. I'm just double checking.
Yep.
All right, Miss Bell.
And all right, I'm good for the night, and y'all have a rest of the night.
All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in. Class is in session. The bell has rung. Thank you for calling in, Miss Bell.
All right. Good night, Honcho.
Good night. Let me make sure Miss Bell gets her pistachios. Now, something real quick. Somebody made a comment about letting a white woman speak on Dolomite. Maybe y'all, some of y'all may be new to the Den because of the topic. Let me explain to you what the Den is all about. The Den is all about free speech, getting an understanding of other people, because we live in a society where people like that say you can't say this and you shouldn't be able to talk about that. You're not allowed to talk about this. But then anybody can talk about whatever the fuck they want to, because I'm going to talk about you if you're black, if you're white, if you're Asian, probably the most, Hispanic, whatever you may be. I don't give a shit if you're man, woman, if you're fluid in your gender, you're drinking Capri Sun, whatever the fuck is going on. I don't give a fuck about that. And you have the same fucking right. Like, stop the nonsense. Well, because you're this, you can't say. That's the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. And if that type of shit angers you, then maybe you gotta like reevaluate yourself. You know, because this shit killed me. Like, it be the ones that do. Like, we can talk about everybody else, but somebody talks about you or something. Like, get the fuck out of here. I forgot what comedian I went and saw. But he said that, you know, everything's funny, everything's okay until somebody starts talking about you. So most people think it's okay to talk about everybody else, but then when somebody talks about something that impacts them or triggers them, you can't say. You can say whatever the fuck you want. That's the beauty of being in America. If you don't like that, go to one of these other countries that definitely are more than willing to suppress your speech, and you won't hear anybody say that shit. When you live in a country, take advantage of the rights that you have here to talk about anybody. Everything is free, fair game in the Den. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the Den this evening?
Hey, man, it's Solis.
Solis. Where you been at, Solis? You wasn't in the Den last night, was you? Solis, you was over there watching people get hurdled in high school football, man. What's going on?
Oh, not so much, man. Just chilling. Okay. I wanted to really talk about the topic tonight.
Okay. What's on your mind, man? What's your thoughts, man?
You see that other video I posted on Facebook? Of his channel?
The one that
what he had to say?
At the end of it, when he's talking about all 32 teams come on and don't be afraid and all that?
Yeah.
I saw that. And that, to me, that's like, come on, man. You had an opportunity for 25 of those 32 teams to see you, and you made it inconvenient for them. So, I mean, I wasn't trying to hear that shit.
So what was the real story? Because the NFL was saying one thing, now he's saying another thing, you know. So they were already set, right? They were already set to go. He just missed the time or whatever.
No, they had a situation set up where you're in an NFL facility to go and practice. You're in an NFL facility. You got NFL head coaches and employees here to help you out, here to help you go through the workout and everything. From what I heard originally, and then Braylon said that his crew was allowed to do it, but I guess there was no outside media. Basically, he wanted to make the shit a media circus, because then now you have you have the power of the people behind you. Not the professionals, but the people. Anyway, so you had 25 teams who were scheduled to show up, I believe, at 4 o'clock in Atlanta. Around 3 o'clock in Atlanta, he changes the venue to somewhere that's an hour away. So you're supposed to go get started at 4 o'clock. The people are here at this one place at 3 o'clock, and now you're telling them they need to drive an hour away to go see you at a high school. And he does that so that way all the media and everybody else could come in, instead of going and actually working out for the people you're trying to get the job with. You're trying to appease the eye of the people. And then after all that nonsense, you come out and say, I'm ready and I've been waiting. Why would you make it more difficult on the people that you're trying to get a job from to get the goddamn job? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why would you make it more difficult on yourself to get employed? You know what I mean? Like, that's my deal. And so for him to sit here and say, oh, well, we're waiting and we're ready, you're not the prize. And again, like I was saying earlier, you're not the prize. You're the guy trying to get the job. You're trying to get to the prize. But then you're making it more difficult for yourself, or you're trying to make people go out of their way that they've already traveled from cities all over the country to come see, or they've sent representatives from all over the country to come see you do your private workout. the overwhelming majority of the league, and then at the last minute you change it because it doesn't suit what you're trying to accomplish. And so to me, that doesn't make any fucking sense. To me, that there's something bigger at play besides getting a job in the NFL. You're trying to paint a picture, or you're trying to control this narrative so that you can make yourself look like the hero or whatever else the fucking happens if it doesn't go the way you want to. And some people are buying it. A lot of people are buying it. To me, I can't. It makes no sense to me. Why would you do that?
So is this the last chance Colin gets a shot at the NFL, or you think he'll get another chance?
No, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for him. If a team wants to entertain him, fine. But they're not going to do this ever again. This is it. And so again, like I say, his lack of awareness, he doesn't realize that nobody's going to keep playing this game with you. After this, they gave you a shot. The NFL has cleared their name. Hey, we gave you a shot. You fucked it up. You wanted to go to you want to go back to play high school 4A ball instead of coming to the big leagues, using the Falcons facility. We arranged for you to have a professional facility. We've arranged for professional coaches to work with you. We've arranged for you to have the drills and everything you need set up, top tier shit. And because you said that you didn't like the waiver that you got, which is a standard NFL waiver, because you didn't like it. I've never seen this before. Well, obviously, you haven't been in this situation before. I've never seen this waiver before. So you didn't like what it said on there. You make a big hubbub about it. And then you want to move it to somewhere else because you want to have the media and again, want to make it a media circus. If it's about you getting a job, you don't give a fuck about the media. What you're worried about is I need to make sure my throws are on point. I need to make sure my footwork is A1. I need to make sure that I'm accurate. I need to make sure that I'm fluid. I need to make sure that I'm putting the best of myself on display. To me, that's not what he was trying to do. To me, he was just trying to generate as much attention from this situation as he could. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button, man. But that's the thing. But they've never held one for a trophy. But they didn't have to do that ever. That's what I'm saying. He's got a position where nobody's ever gotten it. Not the most highly anticipated, Heisman-winning, record-setting quarterback, running back, anybody. Nobody gets a private one-man NFL. There's a combine and a draft, and everybody, no matter how good you are, you go there. Either you do it or you don't. You can have your school workouts and all that other stuff, pro days. That's cool. But to give a man who's been out of the league this opportunity, and then you change it up and you want to switch it up because you don't like little things about it, miss me with that, man.
You don't think that he will be like another pick to the Super Bowl again, though, type of quarterback? You think he'll just be like a second string if he was to play again?
Man, but here's the thing: if he feels like he's got the juice, you know what happens? You do what you got to do to get on a fucking team. And you go in there. If the quarterback that you're behind is not as good as you, you know what the team's going to say? Hey, we got a better talent on this fucking team. Bench so-and-so, start Colin, because he gives us the best chance to win. They're not going to say, hey, let's just bring Colin in just because, or, Colin's significantly better than the guy we got starting, but we're afraid it was going to. He's already on the fucking team at that point. You're going to play him because he gives you the best chance. So get on a fucking team. Beat somebody out. If you think you're better than somebody, get on a fucking team and beat them out. That's all you got to do. That's what you have the fucking off-season workouts for. That's what you have all the others to get your fucking foot in the door, beat somebody out. You can't do that, then that's on you. They've given you an opportunity. If you go to this day they give you, and you show out, you look accurate, your throws are crisp. I mean, your form is good. I mean, everything is just looking A1. There's a team out there that says, well, goddamn, we got some. He's definitely better than we got backing up whoever or whatever. Shit, he might be better than our starting quarterback. Hey, let's go back and let's talk to the head coach. Hey, man, this is what we got going on. We're in a situation, we can't risk this, that, or the third. Or, hey, looking in the near future, this is a guy that could probably help us out, where we can put together a package for him. This is something we can do. He's got experience in the league. He may take a couple of games. He may need a little bit of time to get back up to speed, but he looks like he's ready. Okay, fuck it. Let's bring him in. You bring him in, Colin Kaepernick, you have your opportunity to beat somebody out. But this whole making a spectacle of the shit continues to put the narrative in people's minds that he's going to make it all about him. And I'm not even saying, like I said, again, I'm not anti-Colin Kaepernick. I just think he was foolish about the way that he approached certain things, and he played himself. And so my thing is, you already have the stigma of the kneeling. You have that, and like nobody knows if you're going to do that or not again. That's the thing that caused the whole deal, whether you agree with it or not. We're just going to talk about the facts of what's happened. Now you're in a situation where you have a chance. You're in a league facility. You have an official league workout. 25 teams are there. An hour beforehand, you move the shit an hour away. You make it as inconveniently inconvenient as you possibly can. to let anybody know. The NFL didn't know about this shit until the last fucking minute of the day. And then you had days before. If you knew that you didn't like the setup of what was going on, you had days before this to say, hey, well, let's switch it up. Let's do this. This is, whatever this is, what's going on. This is what's going on. The day of, an hour before, come on, man. That's not going to work. That's like saying, hey, you're going in for a job, wherever you going to go get a job, right? Or maybe you got fired from somewhere, you're trying to get your job back. And, you got an interview. And you go in there and you tell the boss, hey, 30 minutes before the interview, hey, man, I don't want to come into the building, man. Come meet me at the park. Let's do the interview here at the park. You think you're going to get that fucking job? Hell fucking no. Or if you have a review board, you done some shit, you done broke some company rules, and you got to go before a review board. Well, I don't want to go before the board. Call in 15 minutes and say, hey, come meet me outside. Meet me at McDonald's. Listen, I'm going to do my review here. Like, no, nobody's going to entertain that shit. You're the person asking to get back in the door. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain rules you're going to have to bend to, or fuck it, don't do it. Like, again, I know people say it shouldn't be that way. It is that way, and that's just how you have to play. If you want to play the game, or get up out of there, man. So it is what it is, man.
Well, all right, man. How you think about Houston tomorrow?
We gonna win.
Go in. You think we'll pull it out?
Yeah.
What are your predictions? What do you think the score's going to be? Because you never said that.
I'm going to talk about it tomorrow in the pregame show.
All right. All right, man. I'll see you then tomorrow.
All right. That's the best. So, at least, man. Appreciate your call, man.
All right. No problem.
All right. But here's my deal. Like I say, it's not even about knocking Colin. Whether you like him or not, doesn't matter. We're talking about the facts at hand in this current situation and a person trying to get back in the door, right? You got to play the way you know how the door works. You know how that door, what's the fucking rotate? You know how that door rotates, right? So if you want to get back in that bitch, you better walk in. You can't walk into a rotating door the same way you open a door, a regular door, right? Swinging doors or whatever. All these doors are different. I don't know. Look, hey, look, my analogies are off this evening. Fuck it. Hit that like button. But you can't walk into a rotating door the same way you walk into a set of swinging doors. You gonna fuck yourself up. You know what I'm saying? And so if you know how that door rotates, then rock accordingly. If you're trying to get in the door, if you're trying to get in, if not, then don't do it. Like that's all it is, man. Like I say, the man made it inconvenient. If I didn't say I'd flown from fucking California, say I flew from Los Angeles to Atlanta to come watch you work out, and then an hour before I'm at the facility waiting, talking with other representative, well, how you guys feeling? What's the pulse that you guys got on this guy? And then you get a notification, oh, workout's not here. It's an hour away in 1 hour. Hey, where's the nearest plane? Where's the airport? Take me back home. I'm going home. Or I'm finna go get me a couple of something to drink. Where's the strip club? I'm finna go somewhere else. I'm not finna go to this fucking workout. Fuck him, fuck his workout, and fuck what he's talking about because he's not serious. Oh, because the media's not here?
Just Sarah donated $2 through Super Chat. If they say meet at Popeyes. Yours gut erstauntes Gesicht.
Oh yeah, if you call the job and say, okay, hey, I want to do my interview at Popeyes, yeah, they're gonna tell you, nah, pimp, you good, we don't even want to smoke. But all I'm saying is this. What's that? You want to mix a crew after the dinner tonight? Y'all let me know. But my thing is this, man. Like, I think he got what he really wanted out of this, which was the media attention. I think that's what he was after. I think that's what he got. I think that, that's what he seeked. That's what he was seeking. He got it. Got a little something to add to his documentary. Whenever it comes out again, like I say, you're gonna get the little documentary with the free shirt when you pre-order his documentary, or you can order it off his website. It's gonna come out. Trust me. Give it a couple of weeks. And then what he's going to do is paint the narrative. Well, with that little pre-prepared speech, hey, man, we're here. 32 teams, don't be afraid. 32 owners, don't be afraid. Give the people what they want. Why don't you give those people what they want by showing up when you said you were going to show up for a week, and then you change your mind? Like, that's a bad look on college. There's no way you can paint this to say, oh, that's the best the NFL did in bad. Whether you believe the workout was serious, whether you believe the workout was for show, whether you believe... He had an opportunity. And if you look good enough, I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care whatever's going on. You know what trumps everything else? Winning. People love winners. Appreciate the love, just Sarah. People love winners. People want to win. Okay? And so you come in and you give a team the best chance of winning and they believe that you can contribute and win. Guess what they're going to do? they're gonna give you a shot. So no, he tried out today, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to satisfy. Like the lawsuit was already settled. What do you mean? He didn't. This lawsuit has already been over with. Him and old buddy, they split a couple of dollars, and that was that. You know, so it's not about appealing the lawsuit. The lawsuit's been over with for months now. This is him still wanting to get into the. This is him still wanting to get into the league now. You know, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But here's the deal. The thing about it is, to me, there's been multiple situations where Colin Kaepernick has played himself, or someone in Colin Kaepernick's circle has assisted in him playing himself. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Honcho.
Is this the professor or is this Jay Dizzle?
This is Jay Dizzle. I'm gonna get on your ass.
Well, let's come on with it, man. Come on with it.
First of all, you and everybody else, look here. I understand y'all have an agenda, and that's the only thing that makes sense. Because first
What
of all,
agenda?
everything that
I said the man should be in the league. Okay.
Let me finish. Mm-hmm. Everything that you said, you're not painting the whole picture, man.
Okay.
And you leaving out certain points on fucking purpose.
Okay.
And you need to stop.
Okay.
First of all,
okay.
The league set up a workout for him for all the teams in the league. Mm-hmm. You name one player in the history of football that they did that for.
None.
Okay, that's number one. So that should pique something in your mind. Secondly, they only gave him 3 days notice, and they didn't even notify him directly. He asked, could they push it? A week after that, they said, no, it's either now or never. So he didn't have a choice to win.
But did he say he's been ready for 3 years, though?
Can I finish? I'm not done.
Okay.
Third thing, he's way in California. They decided to do it in Atlanta. You got 32 fucking stadiums. You pick the stadium that's the absolute farthest away from where the fuck he is. That's number 3. So you name one workout that you've seen other than when teams specifically bring a fly player into their facility and work them out, that the player don't have a chance to work out wherever the fuck he wants to. And I mean like the rookies, you know, for the combines and shit. You go to see them. Number 4, that job is not the prize. He is the prize. They came there for him. Because if they didn't want him, they wouldn't have fucking went there. What job go to your house to hire you?
Okay.
None of them.
So I think you contradicted yourself on something you said. Because you just said about the job going to your house, but you just said he had to go from California to go somewhere else. So they told him the location to be at to secure the prize. So technically, I think that you contradicted yourself by saying that. Because he had to go somewhere else. They didn't
got you.
Okay.
I got you. That's precisely the point. He didn't pick the date. He didn't pick the venue. He had no control over any of that. This man is playing for a job, period. So you want the setup to be as much in your control as possible, because this is your future we're talking about. And it should be within your hands. You should be able to use your staff, your script, your place at your best convenience, so you can look as good as you possibly can, which of course everybody does. You do the best you can to set yourself up for success. All of that shit was taken from him. Now, the shit about him moving the venue from an hour away, I don't know why he did that, and I can't speak on that because I don't have nothing behind that. All I know is all the other shit rings to be true. So if you want to complain about that part, you can have it. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
But isn't that the most essential part? Like, if you have the time, if you there, I'm in Atlanta. Fuck it.
Do you know why?
Why? Why he moved it?
Yeah.
Because he wanted his media crew there. Because they were saying it wasn't going to be available. It was going to be a private workout. It wasn't going to be available to all media. And that the NFL had a crew there that was going to record it. They was going to give him the raw footage of the workout and let him do that. Now, Braden said that I think they were actually going to go ahead and let him bring his media crew in. But it just wasn't going to be available to open to all the media. So because of that, he moves it an hour away at the last minute. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Because of the media?
It makes perfect sense.
Okay,
it makes perfect sense. Think about it. A lot of this shit has been back and forth. The NFL says this, Colin Kaepernick says this, and neither one of those two stories match up. Correct? So you got one side telling a story and the other side telling a story. What's the best way to alleviate all of that. Let the media cover the story themselves and then say what the fuck really happened.
But let's be honest.
So now you're going to get the real. It ain't about he said, she said. It's about the people that's really going to be the ones watching him in the first fucking place. He's going to be covered by the media. The games are going to be covered by the media.
But is the media giving him
the job? So
why
not just cut out? No.
Okay, so why make it inconvenient for the people who are giving you the job? That's what I'm saying. The people are told a specific time and place, and they're there waiting on you. And then you say, well, you know, these are people that's giving me the fuck it. I'm finna swap it up.
I don't understand what you don't get about this. This way, there ain't no way, well, was it a real workout or not? That completely alleviates that question. You can see it for yourself, exactly what happened. And plus, be real. You want to see what he still had, too. I want to see what he looked like after 3 years of not playing. I want to see if he could still throw and how well he moved.
But
we all want to see.
But don't you still get to see that if they're going to give you the raw footage and you can put that out? Don't you still get to see that, though? You just don't get to see it when it happens, but you still get to see it.
Well, you might have me there. I don't really understand the difference there, but all I'm saying is the media is going to watch it and they're going to write stories about it. So then it ain't about he says. You just completely alleviate that shit. That makes sense to me. Now, him moving the venue just to have the media there, okay, I guess. Fine. But, look, I understand the shit. And what I have a problem with is the fact that you just saying that this man is just wrong on every level. And I'm just like, really? He ain't in control of most of that shit. The only thing that he was in control of is showing up when he was supposed to show up. Right there, you got him. But all the rest of that shit, it was the league. So how you going to be pointing the finger at him when he only made one decision out of all that shit?
But here's my thing, though, right? Say we say the draft is in the combine is in Indy damn near every year or whatever. And again, you can say this is a last minute workout, whatever. The league tells you where to be, what time to be. You run them on this day with this group of people. That's just kind of how it works. Like you said, they did an unprecedented thing for someone who's been out of the league for 3 years, that you ain't seen play in 3 years, doesn't have the accolades, doesn't have the resume, doesn't have anything under his name that says, well, this is one of the greats or anything like that. And you give them the opportunity. The teams come out and to come and see, and he goes and decides to just swap it up. He makes it inconvenient on the people who are supposed to be there. Like, if he knew for 3 days, then why not, what's today, Saturday? Why not Friday and say, hey, well, that's not going to work for me. We're going to move it over here. We're still going to be in Atlanta. We're just going to do it an hour away. Why not do it Friday instead of waiting until the people are already at the facility an hour before your workout? You tell them that they need to go an hour away. Obviously, you knew you were driving an hour away, so why that information didn't get out? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were going to do it, why not do it ahead of time to inform the people who are coming to see you? Instead,
I can make that make sense real easily.
Okay, go for it.
First of all, when he wanted to try to move it a week back, the NFL refused to do it. So what's to stop them from just go ahead and leaving if he do it a whole day early? Be like, you know what? Just like you said, fuck him. I can't stand this old hoe-ass nigga. Fuck his haircut. Fuck his bitch. Fuck all that. Fuck his jersey number. they just gonna fucking leave. But if it's an hour and you already there, you're not just gonna leave at that point. You just like, fuck it. I just drive over here and just go and get this shit over with.
I don't know.
Does that not make sense to you?
But my thing is
that is it rational? That's all I'm asking.
I don't think it is. And the reason why I say this, now, if it would have been 15 minutes away, the venue was 15 minutes away, you moved it like an hour before.
But what other venue you know gonna be 15 minutes away?
But I can't. I'm not in Atlanta. I don't know how Atlanta's laid out. But this is
that's
something.
That's precisely the point.
But what I'm saying
don't know. That could have been the closest venue.
But what I'm saying is this: still, I mean, these are all things. Then why
what
not
you're
just?
Saying
but
is
why not
non-factual. You have no evidence.
But why make 25 people who've come out to see you represented, or they've sent at least 25 people out to see you?
Because they came to see me.
Okay.
Again, he is the prize. If he wasn't the prize, they wouldn't have went.
So you're telling me that this doesn't make it, but with him doing that, you can believe whatever you want to believe, everything else being everything else. Doesn't that make him look like, okay, he's still got some issue he's going to be hard to deal with?
Matter.
I think it does.
Will that stop him from playing for a team?
I think so. Because the team is
good enough to help them. come on, Honcho, think about it. And you gonna say everybody likes to win. Nigga, you a Texas fan. What the fuck have we won?
We winning right now.
We ain't won nothing. So stop it.
We winning
So
tomorrow,
stop
goddamn. Look,
No,
look,
we not,
look, you know, some people are stuck in traumatic relationships. You know, some people like abusive relationships that they can't get out of. That just happens to be me as a Texas fan. Okay.
True. Okay. You got me there. You got me. Well, come on, Honcho, your ass is biased and you fucking know it.
Man, I'm sitting here and prior to I said I believe
Honcho,
that he should be in the. I said I believe he should be in the league. I said I believe he should be in the league. I said that he should be there. I've said it multiple times. I said he's better than a lot of quarterbacks out
there. Y'all give that nigga a little funk ass job on hoe ass bitch ass pussy ass.
Man, I ain't saying nothing.
That's a compliment.
I've said nothing. I've said nothing negative about him. I said the things that he did to me are inexcusable. I didn't talk about his funny looking ass haircut. I did talk about his voice because his voice is. I still can't get over that shit. It just, hey, just do what you want to do in life. He like an octave or two deeper than MJ, man.
Hey,
MJ.
Man, I'm not trying to attack nobody's masculinity around here. I ain't got nothing to do with me at all.
Hey, we on the sports topic. We ain't on nothing else. Anyway, but like I say, my thing is, I don't hate Colin Kaepernick. I said my way is that if you had a mess, I don't agree with the way he did it. I don't hate him. I have no hate for the man. I said he should be in the league. I think that his PR team and what he has going on is fucked off.
And I need you to know something. My brother has got his phone right next to me. I'm reading everything you sneaky motherfuckers are trying to say. I'll get back on this bitch in time. Everybody out. Don't fuck with me.
But my thing is this, man. All I'm saying is this with him is, if you have an opportunity, you so close to that opportunity, why make it more inconvenient for the masses instead of just saying, hey, you know what, fuck it, let's go make this shit shake. Let's go do it. Let's go get it done where it's supposed to be in a professional facility. You got everybody there watching. Instead, you go to a high school an hour away. So if I'm saying, okay, I'm here at 3:00 and the workout's supposed to be at 4:00, and they say, well, hey, the workout's been moved. Okay, well, where is it at? It's an hour away. So the workout's supposed to start by the time I get there. By the time I figure it out, get on my GPS, that's going to take me a couple of minutes. Or if I'm not from here, get my little Uber. I don't know if I got to rent a car or what. And spend a couple of more dollars or do whatever else I have to go somewhere else. And then that means that's an hour away. And then that means I got to take that hour back to wherever I'm going from too. So that's a total of 2 hours. Out of nowhere. At last minute, to me, that makes it seem like, come on, man. It's just like either it's indecisive, either it's something else at play there. You know what I'm saying? For what? To have the media there? To me, I can't do it. Like I say, if somebody told me, if you was going on a date with a bad bitch, right? And she said Colin
Kaepernick is a bad bitch.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying we're using a different example. We've talked about jobs and all these other things. So you say, I'm just saying, you going on a date with a bad bitch, and she tell you, okay, we're gonna meet at this certain place at this certain time. Okay, that time rolls around, oh, well,
first of all, ain't no bitch gonna tell me where to be because I'm setting the shit up.
Okay, well,
what the fuck you think this is?
Okay, well, say you set it up. Okay, you the NFL then, right? Well, you told that bitch to be here at a certain time, right? You told her to be here at this time. And
why she gotta be a bitch now? I had to. Go ahead.
Let me rephrase it because I haven't used this saying in a long time. For some of you who are new, look, I love ladies. I like hoes. Can't stand them bitches. So you got a bad hoe, all right, or whatever. Anyway, but you tell this lady, well, lady, it can be whatever it may be. This lady, you say, okay, here, I'm gonna meet you here at this place and this time, and around the time that you're supposed to meet, she hit you up and say, well, I'm an hour away or I'm across town. I want to meet over here. Are you going, yes or no?
Nope.
Okay. Why not?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I'm the fucking prize, not her.
Okay. Well, in the job for Colin Kaepernick is to play in the NFL.
That bad, bro.
But in the job for Colin Kaepernick is to play in the NFL. That's his prize. That's what he's saying. He's saying that's his prize to be an NFL quarterback. That's what the opportunity is. So,
but they're also getting him, and they the ones paying.
But if he was the prize that bad, don't you? When he had a job 2-3 years ago.
Well, here's the thing with that. Let me ask you just one simple question: Has the NFL ever been known to lie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They've been lying about concussions. They've been lying about all kind of shit.
So would you believe the league?
I don't believe nobody. I don't believe the league. I don't believe Colin. I don't believe none of them. They all lied.
No, and that's what I'm saying. So there is reasonable doubt. if the media covers it, it ain't about trusting the league, and it ain't about trusting him. The people can make up their own fucking mind. Because the people is the one asking all the goddamn questions anyway, and so is the media.
Okay, correct. But the people ain't going
So
the people been behind Cap and not giving a job.
Say that again?
But the people have been behind Cap. A lot of people have been behind Cap for a while now, but they're not giving him a job.
I'm sorry, I said that again. You broke up.
I said that a lot of people have been behind Cap now for quite some time, but none of these people are giving him a job.
He's not giving him a job, he's earning it.
Okay, well, these people
have been give you shit.
These people have been rooting for him to have
opportunity.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's the thing. Well, the people have been rooting to give Cap. The people can't give an opportunity. NFL can. The teams from the NFL can.
Correct.
And so that's what I'm saying. So why make it difficult on the people who hold the opportunity?
Because they want him. He's the prize. See, that's where we differ. I think he's the prize. You think the job is the prize. In which we both right. We just looking at it from different perspectives.
Okay. I agree with that.
So we could just agree to disagree.
Okay.
Because I don't trust that motherfucker either, and I damn sure don't trust the league. So I agree with you 1,000% tell. But at the same time, you're sitting there slandering the man.
How did I slander the man?
You slandering the man.
How did I slander him?
How you gonna make it just inconvenient, man? That says so much about you.
But it is that.
That's slandering the man.
If you make it
that ain't got nothing to do if this motherfucker can make a 3, 5, 7-step drop, if he could throw an out route, if he could throw it deep on the 9 route, if he could read the defense, if he can avoid pressure. That shit ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Can the man produce on the fucking field?
But if nobody's there to see it, how do they know?
Stay out of trouble off the field. He never did anything illegal. He stood up for your black ass, or knelt for your black ass, whether you wanted him to or not.
He didn't get my permission.
I had to cut you off before you said that.
I ain't signed no waivers on that shit.
I'm not saying you did.
Nigga don't speak.
I'm not saying you did. And he may not in your point of view, but you don't have a choice.
Okay. But ultimately, so like I said, I didn't personally watch the workout myself. I saw like that one throw that he threw that everybody was kind of circulating around. Did you watch the workout?
Just Sarah
donated
$5 through Super Chat.
I ain't even tried to look at that.
I've just seen one clip floating around on Twitter where he threw like a 50-yard
Person
pass.
because he can't ins Augen verdrehendes Gesicht, selbstgefällig grinsendes
I
Gesicht.
want to see what it looked like.
But yeah, they're supposed to have some on it where it was live on. I don't know if it was on YouTube or somebody was filming live or whatever. But like I said, I haven't had a chance to watch it. But again, like to me, that doesn't prove anything. I think when you playing on, versus air, it proves nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. I get it. We know that you can throw the ball. We've seen what he's done in real games. But my thing is just to see if he still has it. I don't think you're doing a big disservice or a big difference by going somewhere. I don't think the return was worth, the trouble for him doing that, because I don't think a lot of teams end up showing. I don't think a lot of teams went over to the high school. I think it was just more outside people that was there.
To be honest with you, man, if they really just wanted him back in the league like that, they would have done this shit way sooner. Before all the rosters were finalized and all of those shit. That's why I'm saying it was questions about the workout period. Why now? The timing was weird. Before the fucking playoffs.
Hey, people get hurt. People get injured. It might be a team that's on the brink of the playoffs.
That's true. And you know damn well he's better than probably 20% of the starting quarterbacks. Even 3 years removed. Because some of these motherfuckers, that's ridiculous. Come on, Honcho, you've seen this shit.
Yeah.
And some of these motherfuckers got jobs and he thought there's something wrong with it. And I know you agree with it.
Well, I said it's at least 5 or 6. I know for sure off the bat that he's better than, and I'm sure he's better than the majority of backup quarterbacks. I said that.
Like I said, 20% of the league.
So like
you
I said,
the same shit
but that's what I'm saying. So it's like, but you act like I'm slandering the man. He don't need to do this. I said the man should be in the league.
I didn't say about his ability. I'm saying about his decision making. You slandering the man.
Okay. I think he got a terrible PR team. I think he does things kind of ass backwards personally. That I think he could make situations. Each one, all you got to do is show up and impress. That's your only job. All the other shit I think is unnecessary. If he showed up and if he had the skill set, like you said, if he's talented enough, they're gonna be there in Atlanta. They're gonna be in the air conditioned facility. They're gonna be in there feeling good instead of in the high school. I don't know what the weather like in Atlanta. Watch this nigga throw up against some trash cans and shit. Just show up and perform. Because regardless of anything else that's going on in the league, if they gonna fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you in Atlanta, or they gonna fuck with you. I mean, in the stadium, or they gonna fuck with you at the high school. But my thing is, why not make it convenient? You got Hugh Jackson, whatever that means, and you got some other NFL personnel there. That's a chance for you to rekindle a couple of relationships or whatever you got going on, and just perform. I mean, if the opportunity is there, you take the opportunity. I think like I say, to me, it's just you made it inconvenient for people to do this. I mean, if I'm thinking I'm supposed to be at a certain time and a place, and then last minute it gets changed up, man, I'm finna be like, man, fuck that shit. I'm not finna make that drive just to barely get there on time. And
I feel you, but you ain't in no position to make that decision, Honcho. If you one of the people that showed up there, because ain't none of them head coaches.
Yeah. Like
so you just gonna call your team and be like, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to do it. They gonna fire your motherfucking ass.
They gonna be like, that's all good, man.
You be jobless. Kaepernick gonna get a job and you gonna be out the league.
They gonna say, man, we ain't even tripping.
Because you salty for unknown reasons. Why you care?
But I'm salty because you told me a time and a place and then you switched the shit up, man. Look,
he didn't tell them the time. They came up with the time.
Okay.
He didn't have no control over what time that they set.
Okay. But then you still end up.
We don't even know if he agreed to any of that shit. He just said, all right, fuck it.
Tough. Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing with that. Like I said, with Kaepernick, again, you got to take control of the opportunities given to you. I don't know how many. That's what I said. Like that's what I would like to see. I don't know how many of them actually showed up who actually drove.
So where did he not do that?
By moving the venue.
So is that your only issue?
That's the biggest issue.
So that's the biggest issue because he moved it to another place that he probably liked better than the other place.
But my thing is, well, one, you're not going to be playing on a high school field. You're going to be playing in the NFL on a professional field. So why not do that? Two, again, like I said, to make it inconvenient because you wanted the media there.
You're talking about Atlanta. And we know them sorry-ass motherfucking Falcons can't do nothing on that field. He didn't want that bullshit to rub off on him. He did not want to rise up. He wanted to get a goddamn job.
But here's my thing, though.
Shout out to Angela.
Okay. We got a couple folks on hold. Okay, but I'm going to wind this down in just a second. But here's the thing, though. But my thing with this is Kaepernick made it inconvenient for the other people. I say that's an issue. Changing the venue, that's an issue. But all for what? To have his own media. What does that make an NFL team think? Okay, well, this guy's all about the media circus.
What is his own media?
Because he wanted his own people. He wanted his own people there recording instead of the NFL. So he could have his own footage or whatever else that he want to do. To me, I think he's trying to make a documentary.
What's wrong with that?
But so you change the whole venue for that? Just to have your own people record it?
What's wrong with it?
Nothing wrong with it, but changing the venue is what's wrong. There's nothing wrong with having your own media.
And you decide to have people that you know that you trust record, and the other side like to have people that they know that they trust record. Where is the problem, Honcho?
The problem is
the fact that they had to go 1 hour. That's much of an inconvenience.
Yes.
He had to fly across the fucking country.
Okay.
They can't go 1 hour. See, this is the same thing I be with my damn people. I drive across this country every day, all day, for months at a fucking time. I come home, and then they going to ask me, how come you couldn't come over here and visit? Motherfucker, I drive for a living. The last thing I want to do is go to you. How the fuck you can't come to me?
But that's the deal, though. That's the thing, though. He chilling in Cali. You want an opportunity. What do you do on an NFL team? Week in and week out, you going all over the place, right? On a couple of days' notice. So that ain't no big deal. If he's ready, he said he's been ready for 3 years. That's what he said today. I've been waiting on this opportunity. I've been ready for 3 years. I've been denied for 3 years. So if you saying you ready, you work out 5-6 times a week, you should be ready to fly out on the dot and impress. If you're doing what you say you're doing, working out every single day, and you ready. You've been ready for this opportunity. So wherever they tell him to go, he should be able to fly out there on the dot. He got the money to do it, so that's not the issue. He should be able to go and perform. That's what. If he's saying that, if you say I'm ready.
And did he not do any of that?
No, he didn't. He didn't perform where he was supposed to.
I'll tell you so full of shit.
But all I'm saying is this. But listen though. But here's my thing though. But what I'm saying is with the media thing. If you're an organization and you're sitting here wondering, okay, well, the issue with Kaepernick is not that he can't play. He's serviceable. He's done some things. He is not decorated, but he's done some things. He's helped some teams go some places, but then he's had some bad years too. So now you're thinking, all right, everything he did with the kneeling causes a media uproar. Okay, well, we're going to go check him out and see what he's working with. And then the reason that you move venues is because you can't have your own media because you want more media there, does that not paint the picture of this is still going to be a media issue with this team? There's going to be a PR issue with this team if something goes wrong. Does that not paint that picture?
Honcho. If you're going to have a meeting with somebody and it's over something that's important, and you say, okay, I'm going to have my people come by and record, and because you know that they have their people come by and record, and they tell you, no, you can't have nobody come by and record. We're going to record everything. Would that fly with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it done. I'm gonna get it done.
Stop it.
I'm gonna get it done regardless. If this is the opportunity,
if
this is the opportunity, I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go seize the opportunity.
Tell me how that don't sound like a setup.
Well, fuck it. Then if it's a setup, if it don't work in my favor, then I did what I had to do.
So full of shit.
Because
right
what
now.
does it change? If they're
That's
not, but here's the thing:
decision.
if they not fucking with me, they're not fucking with me. Even if this is all a sham, then it was a sham from the jump.
And if they wasn't fucking with you, they wouldn't have drove that hour to go over there.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, either way it goes, if I'm doing it on their terms or I'm doing it on my terms, if they predetermine that they not really fucking with me, that they just doing this to make it a look, then it don't matter what I do. I could go out there and be the world's greatest. I could put on the world's greatest air show that you've ever seen in the history of the NFL and the history of football, period. If they're not fucking with me, they're not fucking with me. All I can do is do my part. So I'm going to show up and show out. And then from there, the cards are really out of your hands no matter what. So that's all you can do.
That is correct. That's why he specifically and emphatically and even repeated multiple times, the ball is in their court. Because it is.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. We can continue this argument. We got two folks on the line, two of our den brethren, who I'm sure want to either argue, agree, or dispute, and I'm sure you can guess who that is. So I'm gonna let them get their calls in. But
I know one. Who's the other?
You got two. You got two guesses, and you'll get them both right.
Well, I know one is prepaid.
All right, but you know who the other one is too.
Roderick?
You got it.
What's up, Broderick wrong? We ain't talking about cheating. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga don't know shit about football. Always trying to make a comment.
Hey man, look, football Jesus, man. Hey, you know what it is. What was I forgot. Anyway. But
I want to hear prepaid though, so I'm gonna do that. I appreciate you taking the card.
But I appreciate you calling in, man. Like I say, hey, you know what? I can't dispute your truth, man. But it's what it is. Shout out to Trey.
I'm finna bust somebody's ass in this chat, so y'all better be ready.
That's a BET, man.
All right, Honcho.
Already. Shout out Professor Trio, man. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the den this evening?
This prepaid, what's good, my nigga?
Man, it's all good. What's going down with your prepaid? Man, how you feeling about this whole Colin Kaepernick situation?
Man, this is the problem with niggas, man. We don't have leverage, and then we try to create leverage from absolutely nothing. Let me start by saying this. Trill, my nigga, you are 1,000% incorrect. 1,000,000% incorrect. The reason why he had to go to Atlanta is because all those facilities are being used this weekend, bro. The 49, he stays in the San Francisco area, Oakland area, where he stays at in the suburbs. The 49ers are playing against the Cardinals. Your black ass ain't using our field. The Rams are playing against the Bears. You ain't using our field. The Raiders have a home game. You ain't using our field. And the other NFL stadium, which is the Charger Stadium, it was the MLS game there, so you ain't using our field. So the stadium where they put you at is where they basically said this is the best place to hold it. Now, Atlanta is very, very, very a liberal place, if y'all didn't notice. Atlanta's run by Democrats. All the media you want to get in there, all them local media stations were all allowed to that shit. They all had got clearance already. This is where the problem with Kaepernick happens with me. And like y'all keep saying shit like, oh, he better than such and such. No, the fuck he not. Stop saying that shit, because if y'all stop saying that shit, maybe we can get down to the bottom of this shit, bro. No, he's not. He ain't better than not one starter in the NFL, not one. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Kaepernick ain't want that fucking job. That's like if you give a nigga a job and he know he got a piss test. If he show up and he ain't stop smoking, he ain't want that job. I'm telling you, he ain't want that job. Because if you wanted that job, first and foremost, True, let's nip this in the bud right now. If you unemployed, you ain't no motherfucking prize. That same thinking is why Monique is trying to sue Netflix. Because she thought that she was unemployed, she's the prize. No, you're not. No, you're not. You have zero leverage. Netflix offered her $500,000 because she has no leverage. Netflix said, you know what, we really don't feel like fucking with you, but we will because you know in the past you was kind of funny. I guess you're a queen of comedy. We're gonna kind of help you out. Kaepernick, you don't have no leverage. That's why we gave you 3 days for a tryout because you ain't got no fucking leverage. You unemployed. We know your source of income. It's nothing because you don't work here no more. If you were a firefighter and you got fired, if they say, hey, man, we think about giving you another try, man, if you show up 40 pounds overweight, did them people blackball you?
You just out there. You fucked yourself
If
up.
you was okay, Honcho, tell me this. If you was a prostitute and you lost your pimp and your pimp counseled your ass and you call your pimp and say, you know what, Big Daddy Kane, I really want to come back and get on the host roll with you. If you showed up on your period, did you really want that job back?
Nah, you ain't want it.
Okay. If you was an attorney and you got your bar license suspended, and they decide to allow you to get back into the law of practice, and you had your hearing, and you showed up 2 hours late and had on a baggy ass Dickie suit, did you want that? Did you want your job back?
No. That's terrible.
So why the fuck are we sitting up here justifying this nigga moving the location to a fucking high school and then showing up with a Kunta Kinte shirt on? Kunta Kinte. This what y'all allowing? See, this is the problem with niggas. See, this is the problem with niggas. See, this is why I get fucking disgusted with this shit. This is why I get angry. This is when I get pissed off. Fam, it's so many people rooting for you. I ain't one of them, but so many people want to see you get back out and get that job. I want Cap to get a job so all you niggas can shut the fuck up. Because every last time I hear niggas say, man, Cap should be in the league. Who's your team? I'm a Ravens fan. You want to sign Cap? Hell no. Who's your team? I'm a Dolphins fan. You want to sign Cap? Hell no. So this is what y'all do. Y'all don't want that nigga on y'all team. Y'all want him on somebody else's team. He's going to be a backup quarterback at best. Backup quarterback at best. I'm going to make you laugh. Matt Moore is the backup quarterback for Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. Do you know what Matt Moore was doing before he got signed with the Chiefs? He was coaching high school football, started a program from scratch, coaching high school football. He was working out every day. Every day. Never made no videos about it, never told nobody, just put his head down. You know why you ain't hear about it, Honcho? Because he's a motherfucking career backup. Who the fuck gives a fuck about the backup? Every time Cap do something, he got to go out here and make a video about it. He got to be seen. He got to be on the front line. And for any of you fools out here who say, man, Cap look good out there. Nigga, everybody look good throwing the ball with no fucking defense out there. And of course he can throw the ball 60 yards. Anybody who get paid to play football on Sundays can throw the ball 60 yards. Y'all surprised because he can throw a ball, he can throw a go route? You can get Michael Vick out there. I guarantee y'all Michael Vick ain't ran a sprint in years. Michael Vick can go make every throw you want him to make on the field. You put Michael Vick in front of an NFL defense and you do a corner blitz, the motherfucker can't read it. Ain't nobody questioning Kaepernick can throw the ball far. Ain't nobody questioning no shit like that. Bro, them white folks in the NFL don't want nothing to do with Kaepernick. And the reason why is because it's his fault. And sooner or later, when y'all become real with yourselves, it's going to click to you. Stop lying to yourselves. If I want a job and they tell me to be there at 3 o'clock, bitch, I'm there at 2:30. I'm gonna tell you why I'm there at 2:30 because I'm surveillancing the place. I want to see the ins and outs of this motherfucker. I want to look on the wall and see what's going on around this motherfucker. I want to see how the other employees are dressed compared to how I'm dressed.
Absolutely.
I want to see the vibe of the office when I go to apply for that job. I damn sure ain't gonna tell a motherfucker, hey, my interview at 3. I'm gonna tell, hey man, I was really hoping we can move it to 5:30 and y'all can meet me at Starbucks over here on Post Oak Road. What? See, that's the problem. And the reason why, because instead of, I watch the whole workout because that's the type of nigga that I am. I gotta see it for myself. Yeah. He at the end of his workout, Honcho, he out here with a whole bunch of niggas wearing black hoodies, niggas posted everywhere. Talking about some, yeah, man, don't be scared, man. Bring all the teams. If y'all want a quarterback, come get me. This ain't no fucking Death Row video, bro. This ain't no Death Row video, my nigga. What are you doing? What are you doing? If you are an NFL team, he ain't worth the motherfucking headache. He ain't.
Oh man.
I don't even know who the backup quarterback is for the Texans.
Yeah.
Who's the backup quarterback? Is it who is it?
AJ McCarron.
AJ McCarron left from the fucking Bengals. We ain't heard from AJ McCarron. Let me tell you what I know about AJ McCarron. AJ McCarron got a fine ass old lady. She was when they went to Bama together. She was in the stand. She fine to the motherfucker. White girl. She beautiful. The white bitch is perfect. We ain't never heard enough from AJ McCarron. You wanna know why? Because he's a career motherfucking backup. Don't nobody want to hear from no career fucking backup. I got a perfect analogy for y'all, for anybody who watch basketball. I'm going to tell you who Colin Kaepernick is. Colin Kaepernick is a less talented Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson found out the hard way. If you don't play by the rules, there is no job for you.
No.
As long as Kobe played in that league, Allen Iverson had just as much talent as Kobe did. You tell me why Kobe played for 17 years and Allen Iverson only played for 11. You tell me.
He didn't want to play. He didn't want to put in the work.
Yeah, because AI decided that he's bigger than basketball. And when you figure that you're bigger than basketball, it crumbles down on you. NFL is far, far more short-term than the NBA. AI had a chance with numerous teams after he fucked up in Philadelphia. There is no numerous chances in the NFL. They going to tell you straight to your face, we ain't fucking with you. Have a good life. The average lifespan of an NFL player is 1.5 years, and you up here pissing down your chance because you want to be seen and want to be known as the wokey woke. You too busy trying to be seen as the wokey woke. That's your problem, Cap. Because it's never about football with you. If it's about football with you, bro, you'd have showed up. I don't care about your afro. I think it's the corniest shit ever with you and this black fist bullshit. But if you were serious about football, you'd have showed up, had on your shit, went to work, did your job. I ain't got nothing to say to the media. I'm gone. For any of y'all who don't realize why they wanted it at the Falcons facility, it's because it's a controlled environment. When you play in the NFL, you were always in a controlled environment. Why y'all think the combine is always in Indianapolis? Because it's a controlled environment. You show up when we tell you to show up. You wear what we tell you to wear. You take a drug test when we tell you to take it. And you have interviews when we tell you to take it. You do the bench press when we say do it. You do the 40-yard dash when we say do it. You do the broad jump and you do the cone drill when we tell you to do it. If you're a specialty position, you run routes when we tell you to do it. If you're a DB, you do DB drills when we tell you to do it. If you're a lineman, you do drills when we tell you to do it. Everything is controlled because that's what the NFL is. It's a controlled environment at all times. If that's not for you, then this ain't for you, bro. You don't get to go out here and have your fucking workout at motherfucking Delcom High School because you felt like it. That's terrible, bro. That's terrible.
That's all I'm saying.
I have no respect for that, man. I have no respect for that. The Colin Kaepernicks of the world and the Moniques of the world. Let me tell y'all something, niggas. Let me tell y'all something. These people don't care about you. They not fighting for your rights. They're not. Because as long as Monique was getting that money and them pressure checks was coming in, and she had got what's that called, an Oscar? What's the highest award for an actor?
I think the Oscars for actor. Was it great? No, the Oscars. Yeah, Oscar.
When she got that Oscar, she had all that. If she was out of shape when she had that fat neck, she wasn't worried about y'all. She ain't care about none of us. She wasn't standing up for nobody. As long as the 49ers was good, that nigga was on the front of GQ magazine, he wasn't kneeling for none of y'all. If you think I'm lying, I want y'all to go look when Trayvon Martin got killed. Look at the year. Look at the year the 49ers won Super Bowl. I don't care if you white, black, everybody agreed Trayvon Martin should have got killed. Cap ain't took now one knee. But boy, oh boy, nigga lost his spot to Blaine Gabbert. All of a sudden, he fighting for injustice. Stop letting niggas conveniently ride for you, bro. Stop it, because he ain't roll for us. When shit was going good for him, he ain't roll for us. He opted out of that contract, he can get another big contract,
Colin.
and fell dead on his face. And this is the career he picked. This is the career he picked. I am not impressed by a nigga taking a 5-step drop, throwing a go route. With no motherfucking pads on, with no blitz at a fucking high school. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't respect shit like that. And stop saying he deserve a job. No, the fuck he don't. You know who deserve a job? The nigga who show up when you got the interview, the nigga who show up on time, dressed accordingly, and has his shit together. That's who deserve a job. Not these privileged motherfuckers. Like we owe them something. The NFL has pushed out far better talent way sooner than him for years. I done seen niggas catch a drug charge and be done in the NFL. They done with these people. No, bro. No, I'm good on that. Far better players have been pushed out for far less things, and we're gonna sit up here and talk about how this nigga deserve a chance? Nah, man, I'm good on that. You know how many niggas' careers been wiped away from injury? Man, I'm good on niggas like that, bro.
I feel you on that. Because the opportunity is there. That's my whole deal. Is the opportunity is there. Why try to? Again, like I say, to me, try to take control, and he fumbled the ball. I guess you could say. Why not show up and show out? Because I mean, if the skills are there, it doesn't matter where you do it at. I think you get the same shot. I mean, the opportunity is going to be the same no matter what.
Sam, if you want to listen, if you want to go out here, if your sole purpose is making in the NFL, what you do? Show up to your job, put your head down, grind, get your money, get your job, create that platform. When you get done, air all that shit out. Air all that. Write a book, make a movie. I don't give a fuck. Call Tyler Perry and tell me you need to make a movie. Make your movie, but do it when you put the work into the shit. Sitting around here doing 3 and 5 step drops, throwing the ball to bum receivers, ain't putting the fucking work in. That's not how this shit works. And of course, all niggas do is glorify because that's all we know how to do. That's all we know how to do. We the same people who will do everything the white folks tell you to do at your job. The most woke niggas I got positives, man. They so wokey woke. Man, I'm telling you, man, I ain't putting the white people shit. I said, nigga, you got a 20-minute lunch break. And you own minute number 17 sitting on the phone with me. You about to fuck around and not eat. Shut the fuck up. They quit, man. Listen, man, I don't have time for that shit, bro. I don't have time. I don't know if we touched on the Monique lawsuit, bro. But she's a joke. No. She's a fucking joke. You got lowballed. Do you know what I would have done if I was Monique and I got lowball, Honcho? You know what I would have done?
What's that?
I would have told Netflix, thank y'all for the opportunity. I'm gonna go ahead and call Tyler Perry. I'd have called Tyler Perry. Tyler, no, you got the studio pumping. Let me get in here and just do some shit. You know why Monique ain't do that? Because Tyler Perry told her no good ass, and she had to go promote that movie, and she told them no.
Exactly.
See, she done burnt all her motherfucking bridges. See, that's the point that y'all won't talk about. So she done burnt all them bridges. So she can't call Lee Daniels. She can't say, hey, Lee, you know, me and Tyler really ain't on good pages. But can you talk that nigga for me? She can't do that. She can't even meet nigga halfway because she burnt Lee Daniels. Mm-hmm. Lee Daniels, Oprah, and Tyler Perry. I told her, look, Monique, I know you're not getting paid to promote it, but everybody promote the movie. Just get out there and do it. Get out there and do it.
Don't people promote their albums for free? If you in something and you trying to see it be successful, don't people do promotional tours, but they not necessarily get paid?
Because and this the part that people don't know about. When they was promoting that movie, they paid for Monique to fly out and come promote the movie. Mm-hmm. They just didn't get paid for doing it per day. Mm-hmm. Monique is coming off an Oscar performance. She feel like she was too big for that. Mm-hmm. And that's why everybody said her attitude was so nasty. That's why everybody said, Monique, you can't work with Monique. Because if everybody want to move for free, why you can't promote the movie for free? Mm-hmm. What inside of you means you can't do it? Cap, if Matt Moore can come out here and do his workout with no camera crew, why you can't come out here and do it without your own personal camera crew? Why everything got to be elaborate to show? See, these are things that as regular ass people we would have to face this type of shit. But because he's a person of privilege, we want to make excuses for the nigga and say, oh, it ain't right. They fucking over him. They doing it wrong. Let me tell you something. A certain firm called me, and I ain't gonna say the firm because Lord knows I done prayed about it. They can call me on a Tuesday at 4:45, bitch. I'm beating 5 o'clock traffic. You better fucking believe it. Resume in hand, you better fucking believe it. Oh, and I ain't just showing up, nigga. I know everything about the motherfucking firm. I've done all my research. Yes, I was wondering about your 401k. So I know you guys price match, up to 20%. Would that be available to me? Do you guys still do that? Oh, yeah. Pure white boys. Pure white boys. Yes. Listen, I know that I wouldn't have to be required to work many weekends, but I am available. Yes, I'm willing to make the sacrifice if you all are willing to take me. Quick. Man, fuck all that, bro. If the man was serious about getting back in the NFL, he'd have showed up. They wouldn't even have no media coverage. I told him I got no comment.
No.
I got no comment. No comment, bro. No comment, bro. I'm here to do my job. My work would have showed for itself. My work would have showed for it.
Exactly.
He here for the show. Monique is here for the show. People like them, they not in it for us, they in it for themselves. And as long as they in it for themselves, as long as the self is doing good, you don't never hear from these people. When self start doing bad, I really do love y'all. Please fight with me, kneel with me, brothers and sisters. Fight with me in a good fight. Fuck you. I'm watching all the football, Cap. Fuck you, Monique. I'm watching all the Netflix stand-up. Yeah, Monique, you got a great point. Amy Schumer is not funny. That white girl is not funny. I agree with you 100%. You want to know something else, though? Amy Schumer stole out the motherfucking Madison Square Garden. Evidently, somebody think that shit cute. Exactly. I agree. I think she corny as fuck. But guess what? I think a lot of people like that. I have never thought Jerry Seinfeld was funny. Never. I watched Seinfeld for years. My parents watched. They think this shit the most hilarious shit. I try to watch it. It's corny, dog. It's corny. They gave Seinfeld $100 million, and I know why. Seinfeld was getting $400,000 an episode for the last 2 seasons. $400,000 an episode, and guess what he did? He still quit. See, that nigga's a prize. Jerry Seinfeld is a motherfucking prize. Jerry Seinfeld and Michael Jordan is partners. I ain't never heard nobody be Michael Jordan friend. Nobody.
Damn, not no niggas.
Jerry Seinfeld and Michael Jordan is partners. He say, I just left Michael's house. I just left Michael. We smoking a cigar by the pool. Everybody loves Jerry Seinfeld. You cannot get mad when you ain't getting type of money. Monique is getting mad because they gave Dave Chappelle $60 million. Bitch, you tell me where your motherfucking Chappelle show is. Where's the Monique show? Where your DVDs at? You compare yourself. You was on the Parkers, Monique. The Professor Ogletree? What that nigga? Get the fuck out of my face, man. Get the fuck out of my face, man. Come on, bro. You and Kim Parker and them with the fat neck. Come on, man. Get out of my face, bro. I'm going to let Roger get in, bro. But before I go, can y'all please stop? Stop saying this nigga deserve a job. He don't. Stop it. Cap deserve a job when he earned that motherfucking and decides to get in front of the camera and say no comment. As long as he get up here talking about oppression and how bad we got it, he don't deserve shit. That's just me. Y'all be blessed.
I already prepaid. Appreciate the call, man. Damn, with the fat neck. God damn. All right. We're going to take one more call. We're waiting on Mr. Broderick. We're going to take Mr. Broderick's call. We're going to probably wind down after that. I'm going to give y'all some Mixer Crew tonight. Man, if you're new to this, man, and you enjoy this conversation, we do this every night about all kind of shit. Everything flies in the den. We are all about free speech and understanding, even though we may not agree with one another. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Melinda Nubis. Appreciate the love. Grady Edwards, you are the newest friend of the den. Thank you for subscribing. Look, man. Where you at, Broderick? Are you still in here, man? I'm trying to wait on Broderick call. I know he said he wanted to get in. He said he was gonna call in early, so I'm trying to. Can't forget the den. Hi, hold up, can't forget the den. Jermaine is here. Welcome, man. I see you've been in the chat, holding it down. Shout out to Jermaine is here, man. Welcome to the den. You are the newest friend of the den. You on hold? Man, hang up and call back. Cause it ain't showing up. Just hang up and call back. I got you, Broderick. A rebuttal on the three-way. Here's the thing I was going to say about that. Here's the thing I was going to say about the three-way calls, too. What day do y'all want to do the den battles? Let's see, you messed up. As soon as Sweet Mary sees somebody new, she's trying to jack them for some pistachios. What day do y'all want to do the den battles? Do y'all want to save it for like a Friday, or do y'all want to do like a specific day during the week? What day do y'all want to do the den battles? Y'all let me know. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Man, what's going on, Honcho?
Man, Broderick, what's on your mind, man? It's good to hear from you. I knew this one would spark something up. So what do you feel about this this Kaepernick situation?
Ooh, first of all, let me address old hating ass Trill. I mean, it seems like that's what I got to do first time. Every time I call, got to address Trill ass. First of all, and you, Honcho. Honcho,
What's that?
Stop calling this nigga for football opinions. This nigga said 4-12. This nigga don't know shit. Stop calling this nigga about anything related to football. That nigga don't know shit. Then he got the nerve to say somebody else don't know shit about football. This nigga said 4-12. Stop it, nigga. Drive your truck, be safe, but stop that bullshit. Get out the booth. Anyway, also, let me say a couple things about, Man Up's call. He was wrong. First of all, I thought it was going to be some epic shit that he was about to drop. Because he was like, man, this is, one word. It's one word that everybody seems to forget. Money. Bullshit. It ain't about money. It ain't got nothing to do with money. It ain't got nothing to do with talent. This motherfucker do not want to damn play. Period. And here's the thing. When it comes to the whole workout and all of that, I'm going to say this here. The NFL don't want Kaepernick, and Kaepernick don't want the NFL. This was the NFL's opportunity to finally squash the whole Kaepernick shit. This is why they set it up like that. This is my opinion. That they set it up on a, quick turnaround type of basis to where he really doesn't have time to prepare and all of that, just so that they can say, well, hey, we gave it a shot. No. And then what this nigga do? Even though the NFL has all the leverage to say, hey, we gave it a shot, then on the day of the workout, he go and do exactly what they thought he would do and pull some bullshit.
Den reicht Goffskull.
And then after the workout, gives a bullshit ass interview, basically dissing the NFL, the league that he's trying to work for. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if I'm Calvin and I get fired from McDonald's and I walk back up in McDonald's with a fuck Ronald McDonald t-shirt on demanding to be regional manager, do you think they're going to give me a damn shot?
Calvin ain't got no job. Oh, man, he ain't get no love.
You know what I'm saying? And they got every right to say that. And here's what kills me about niggas and everybody always saying, well, he has a right. He has a right. He should be on the NFL roster. Just like Prepa said, no, he shouldn't be on the damn NFL roster. He does not have a right. The NFL is not about winning, Professor Trill. The NFL is about money. It's a business. And that's what it's about. It's their image, their business, and if there's anything that they think is going to hurt their bottom line, they're not going to fool with it. And they do not want to fool with a media circus. Can you imagine if a team actually brought him in at this point now, and they decided to cut him? There will be a media circus. All the social justice warriors will be out in full force. But let's look at it on the flip side. What if he came to an NFL team right now and he did a good job? Let's say he led a team to the playoffs. He did this for 2 years in a row. Everybody would be saying, oh, well, he should be paid like the top NFL quarterbacks in the league. Well, this team doesn't believe that he should be paid like that. So what do you think is going to happen? The social justice warriors are going to come out in full force. It's going to be another media circus around Kaepernick. Now, I will say this. I think Kaepernick is brilliant, okay? He's not a dumbass. He's brilliant. He actually saw the writing on the wall when he saw that his job was going to be in jeopardy. And for all these people that think that the 49ers got rid of him, no. He opted out of the last year of his contract.
Correct.
And then when he had the opportunity, he could have been with the Seahawks. He could have been with the Ravens. The Ravens have actually been trying to get this type of quarterback that they have now for 3 years because he was the option that they were looking at to try to get this type of offense they're running now. He could have been in Baltimore doing what Lamar Jackson is doing right now.
Correct.
They probably wouldn't have even drafted Lamar Jackson if Kaepernick and his girlfriend wouldn't have squandered that opportunity. But again, when Kaepernick saw that all of the media hype around him kneeling and everything blossomed into what it did, They saw that this was a bigger opportunity than him getting his ass hit and having to go through training camps and shit every year. There's more money in him being a martyr for social justice than there is for him being a backup quarterback in the league. And he has all of these people fooled, and people are continuing to follow him and continuing to, stand with Cap and all of this bullshit. When Cap, just like Prepe said, Cap don't give a damn about none of y'all. He'll say some stupid shit, and then he'll literally get lost. And you won't hear from Cap, won't know where Cap is, what he doing, because everybody else is talking for Cap, speaking for him. Boycotting the league and all of this other bullshit that's going on, and he's sitting there just watching everything go on and collecting his money on the side. It's never had anything to do with talent. I don't question the fact that he's talented than a good percentage of the quarterbacks in the league, backup or starting. I don't question that at all. Really, there really was no need for a damn workout in the first place, if you ask me. I think he could come in and, hell, if they could pull, what's his name, out of a damn deer blind to come play quarterback on the whim. What's his name?
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum. Yeah. If they could pull him out of damn deer blind to come play some damn football, hell, they could pull Colin Kaepernick in to play some football and be successful. It wasn't about talent. It's never been about talent. But see, this is where Kaepernick went wrong when it comes to the whole kneeling thing. And this is just my opinion. Okay? Whatever your opinion is, or wherever you stand on police brutality towards black men, that's your opinion. I'm not even going to get into all of that because I may think a little bit differently than some people do on that because I use facts and not conjecture. Anyway, I'm going to get off of that. But wherever it is you stand on that angle, you had any other opportunity to stand up for that you wanted. You could have done it on social media. You could have done it in private interviews. You could have held press conferences. But you decided to kneel during the national anthem. Now, even if you love the country or whatever the case may be, or you love it, you hate it, whatever it is, you chose the wrong time to take a stand or kneel or whatever the case may be. So what you did by doing that is you actually caused rift on several NFL teams, because I guarantee you everybody on those NFL teams didn't feel the same way. And didn't feel that it was respectful for you to kneel during the national anthem. Now, you didn't break any NFL rules by doing that, but it doesn't look good for business. You know what I'm saying? And the NFL is about business. They're about making money. So, of course, you're going to drive a wedge between certain, teams and certain teammates, because they don't actually want to stand with you on this particular issue in the way that you're doing it by kneeling during the national anthem. He just chose the wrong time and place to do that shit, and that's why it became a whole issue with the flag and the anthem and everything. It's just because you chose the wrong time and place for whatever it is you were trying to do. That's how this whole thing blew up. And then, the social justice warriors and the social media and everything, it blew up to whatever it was. And now it blew up to something that could be profitable for him. So if I'm Colin Kaepernick, I'm looking at it like, hey, why even waste my time with the NFL trying to be in the league when I could make money and I can be so much more famous and all of this and that, just acting like I want to play in the league, just acting like the league is doing me wrong, acting like it's the oppression of the league that's holding me back. Man, them people don't have to sign you. You don't have a right to be in the league. That's a damn privilege. And if you don't want to follow the rules, whether those rules are written or implied, if you don't want to follow the rules, if you don't want to walk in lockstep with the league and the way that the league does things, then they don't have to sign you. They can go sign trash-ass Matt Moore because he's going to follow the rules or he's going to toe the company line. That's the way it works out here. I can't just make up the damn rules in my job and just, walk to the beat of my own drum and just expect them to basically cow down to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not how it works. So everybody that's supporting him, I think you're foolish because he doesn't want to play. So why keep supporting somebody on an issue that really is non-existent? The fight doesn't even exist. The fight only exists in his mind. There really is no fight.
Okay. I can agree with that. I agree that, I think that he has capitalized on the situation because we see how certain people can parlay something into something, just the same way like with the Monique situation. She put herself in that situation, but then they start, you rile up that energy, you rile up that emotion, and you try to apply it to things that may have happened historically. You make it seem like it's still perpetuated today, when in reality it has nothing to do with that. But you'll get a bunch of people fired up behind you because that's what they want to believe. And then now you making money some other way. They buying teamless jerseys and doing all this other shit, to support Kaepernick when he really did all this to himself.
Right. I mean, he's made more money being a martyr than he will being a backup quarterback, and that's more profitable for him. So that's why I say he's brilliant. But all the people that's following him are dumb. They're sheep. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the world we live in today. Any type of hype train that the media gives us, we all jump on it. Whatever the case may be, whether one day we love Kanye, one day we hate Kanye. Yeah. The media tells us we need to hate Trump. Everybody hate Trump. You know what I mean? It's whatever the media tells us that we need to support. That's what we're going to support. Mm-hmm. And, of course, there's going to be another side that says, hey, I'm not going to support that. So what does it continue to do? It continues to drive a line between everybody. Mm-hmm. And what a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of money in division. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of money in racism. There's a lot of money in social justice. And it just baffles me how people don't get it and how simple it is. And, I mean, it's just crazy, but it doesn't surprise me because, especially when black people follow this stuff, because honestly, we're just some of the most easily swayed and easily led by the nose people that I've ever, seen in my life. It's like we don't have a mind of our own at times, and then when we go against the grain of what all the other black people doing, you owe Uncle Ruckus or you owe Uncle Tom or something like that just because you think for yourself.
Cancel.
Or you use cancel culture. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to be a part of that cancel culture and all of that, then, you're outside the box. You can't be one of us. Well, hell, I don't want to be one of y'all niggas then.
I feel the same way. I can't dispute that.
But that's all I had to say on that, man. I ain't talking about Monique ass tonight. I've talked about her ass before. Her ass is not funny. She gets whatever she deserves, and she should have took that $500,000 if you ask me.
Straight up. I mean that again, because like I say, that's the thing that people kill me with. Because again, you take that $500,000, that's a stepping stone. You just want a big lump sum, and I understand she feels like she's done this, that, and the third. But what have you done for me lately? The media is the same way as the sports, as anything else. It's a dirty game when you're in entertainment. There's so many people out there. What have you done? I don't know you. I don't know what she done since. I know Fat Monique. I don't even know Skinny Monique. What does she do? What does she do? You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skinny Monique ain't got no material because Fat Monique was barely funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And all this stuff was parlaying off of being fat. And so that's, that's my whole deal. It is what it is. But again, like I said, I think she wasted her money again. But that's another one of those things to rile up that attention, to get that energy back going, because people was rocking with her for a few minutes when she said that. And then I think once Cat Williams kind of came out, cleared that up, people realized that, you know what, well, Cat Williams is actually making sense out there. I can't rock with Monique on that. So.
Yeah. But it's crazy how both of those issues kind of mirror each other, your topics tonight, because Monique is claiming herself to be a martyr as well. When she just playing out ain't funny and nobody is really rocking with her, But like I said earlier, it's all in how you go about things. It's your approach. You know what I mean? And I think that Monique's approach was bad, and Colin Kaepernick's initial approach was bad. But he ended up getting a settlement and a deal with Nike, so I think he's doing pretty damn good.
To not play no damn football, yeah.
Right. Oh, and also, man up, you were wrong about the $2 million settlement. Nobody knows the actual number of the settlement that Kaepernick got because there was a non-disclosure agreement in that settlement as well. So could have been $2 million, could have been $10 million. Stop getting your news off Facebook.
Already. Anything else on your mind there, Broderick?
Nah, bro, I've been holding so long, I gotta go take a mean leak.
Nah, man, do your thug thing, man. I appreciate you calling in.
All right.
Already. That's a BET. Like I said, we're going to wind up on that one. Mixer Crew, we'll probably do a little something. Shout out to the Mixer Crew that showed up last night. I blame Scotty for the little hiatus that was in the middle of it. But a couple of things, like I said. So here's the deal. First, let me get this shit off my ears. Shout out to everybody who came through, hit that sub button, hit that like button. Like I said, we talk about shit like this every night, 10 p.m. Central Time. We have a variety of discussions. You can feel free to call in. Everybody's welcome, whether you agree or disagree. All opinions are welcome in the den. That's what it's all about. So I'm going to start using this thing when it's time for me to start winding down. So y'all know the visual cues when it's time to start winding down. Make sure you are following on the proper social medias. Let me go ahead and pull that up for y'all, just in case you needs to see it. You can follow, like I said, the Den Show. Social medias are no longer what I really don't use them. Ed Honcho HTX on Instagram and Twitter. Den Show Live on Facebook. And you can follow the Den Show Facebook group if you want to join the group. Link down below. Just answer the questions. Like, I don't care if you answer the questions yes or no or whatever. Just answer the question so I know that you're active. If you ask to join the group and you don't answer any of the questions, I'm not going to add you. That's my only thing. Tomorrow, Sunday Night Confessions tomorrow, so make sure you're there. Going to be very interesting one way or another. I know my boy Dakota said he had something else he wanted to add. Shout out to I love you too, Miss Grace. So for those of you who are asking about the pistachios and those games or like that, you just put the exclamation point in front of. It's a variety of words that you can do to. From the poll on should Cat be in the NFL, it was 4 no's to 1 yes, so no 1. Yes, I watched that video. It was very interesting. I was watching that video while I was under the dryer at the lock shop. So I appreciate that. It helped the dryer time go by very quickly.
$1 Google Translate lady in the building. Search Honcho Sushi on Mixer.com. Watch him figure out how a scope works.
Shout out to Culture, man. Yeah, man. I'll put the link for the mixer in there. Like I say, it'll probably be whenever we end this, probably 15 minutes from whenever we end this, and I'll jump on the mixer. It's almost 1 a.m. Won't be on there super late because I actually have to get up for the Texans tomorrow. Pre-game show on Soft Sports. If you like sports, I'll be talking shit on that. But yeah. Man, last night I fucking pushed the wrong button and saw that there was finally a scope. I mean, a zoom on the fucking scope. I lost my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I lost my shit. Where you at? You on the north side? Cause I can shoot it to you. Tell I sent you. I was gonna type north sauce on there. Let me see. That's the link to the that's to the mixer. Like I said, we'll be in there a little bit. Yeah, because where I'm at, I go here. Just let me see if I saved your number in here. I think I did. I think I saved you on the den line. I'll text it to you and let you know. I'll send you the link. Let me double check, make sure I got your number in here. I think I did save it. Because usually, like if you're a regular caller, I'll save your number so I can try to know who it is when you're calling in. But either way it goes, I don't show anybody preferential treatment. I take the calls in the order that they arrive. So, can't nobody be like, see Honcho trying to skip me over. Honcho playing favorites. Honcho doing this and doing. I don't do that. I try to play everything. Yeah, I got you. Well, hold on. think I got two different. I think I got two different numbers in here for you. The one with the last three digits the same, or the one with the. I don't want to put your info out there like that. Or if you want to text the den line, I'll just reply to whichever one you text to. So that way I got you. So that way I know you get it for sure. But I appreciate all of you, man. Y'all are all wonderful people. Man, I love y'all. I just appreciate, all the love and support that y'all have shown as this thing continues to grow. It's time to go to maximum overdrive. Like I said, I know there's a lot of changes happening on YouTube, so we finna start really going mash mode as far as the content that gets put out. Be dropping some new things this week. I'm really just, like I say, just really dedicating a little bit more time to some stuff. Like I say, it's just a lot going on.
Dema Chris Johnson donated $1 for Super Chat. Forget the Ravens and that Mosquitobertch Action Jackson.
Okay, cool. I got you. Bet that. But outside of that, man, like I said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. I thank y'all. Like I said, we'll be on the mixer 15 minutes or so from whenever this ends. We'll be on there. I'll be playing some Hitman, talking crazy. We're going to talk bad about everybody who was in the den, who don't show up to the mixer. That's how we do it. As soon as somebody pop up, we stop talking bad about them, though. But, man, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate the love, DeMarcus. Appreciate the love, culture. Shout out to everybody. Remember, tomorrow, Sunday Night Confessions. Make sure you got your good confession for tomorrow. I'll have me a couple. Mixer is like Twitch, but no Twitch thoughts. It's just like playing video games, talking shit. So I'm gonna be playing on there, playing Hitman. I could put my camera. I'll never put my camera on there though. I could, but I just don't. Just for whatever reason. Outside of that though, man, like I said, it is what it is, man. Prepaid, appreciate it. Appreciate that little chop up we had the other day. And so, like I say, it's going down. So, like I said, give me about 15 minutes. We'll be on the mixer. Each and every one of y'all, man, if you're new to this, if you're true to this, whatever you may be, man, I salute y'all, man. If you're taking the time to watch, we'll be back at it tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central. Hopefully, I'll see y'all there. But with that being said, hey, look, y'all ain't got to go home. But y'all got to get the fuck up out of here, man.